gonna, let me turn my camera off because I'm a hot mess from cleaning. That's what I've been doing today. Cleaning. I got my floors all scrubbed. I got the kitchen already cleaned up, the living room cleaned up. And now I'm taking a break. And I cooked, and I'm taking a break. Let's take it into the intro. Let me make sure I don't have it sped up. I know I do. All right. Be right with you.
Home in the valley, home in the city, home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season, time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side, time I'll never know. Burn out day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and lives that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
All right, let me shut this off. And you know what? I put on the wrong damn thumbnail. I put on the Thirsty Thursday hump day thumbnail, which Betty would know the difference, instead of the Thirsty Thursday, with the hate bus and stuff. Oh my lord! No one even bothered to say anything that, hey, Kathy P, you're a day late. That's all right. I'm fixing it. I forgot to add the buzz. But we're gonna talk about Betty. I can't do this. No. This, All right. I'll change the thumbnail after I'm done because it'll just distract me now. Anyway, I can't believe I put Wednesdays. What a dumbass. Oh, it happens to the best of us. But yeah, no one told me, hey, it's not hump day. You know? That's because that's what I had planned on doing yesterday. Remember, I had the thumbnail out. It was already out, set up, and then we ended up doing BJ. Um, so I had to change my thumbnail, and I just used the one I made for yesterday, not remembering that I did it for Hump Day. But I will fix it. Let me say hi. Hey, Thor. Damn autocorrect. I hate it. It does not like me. Autocorrect is not my friend. Hey, Mystery. Hey, OPP. It's not my opinion. It's my life experience as a mixed daughter of white father. That if he was on panel and had to tell a guy 3 times not to say slur, is on his panel 3 different instances. Me and my dad would be having a talk. Well, my internet money is more important than my feelings. Yeah, yeah. Mm. I said my piece on that one. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of it in my channel. Hey, Josh, and start dancing. Hey, Heather. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Mystery. Yeah, I have my feelings about the whole Dago situation too. Um, I hate to even say this. I really do. And that's just a figure of speech, by the way. I need to find another word to use instead of hate. But I don't think much of her. But I do think, oh my lord, I just seen where he dripped that the whole way across the freaking patio. Oh, my husband, some days I want to send him to the moon along with Duke. But oh, now I got to scrub it. Which is the primary reason why I had to re-scrub my floors, because apparently something leaked out of the damn garbage from the kitchen through the house, out through the patio, out. I was pissed. Anyway, they could always use scrubbed. I got kids. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Rapper. Hey, Literally Davis. Good to see you. Hey, Shaylee. Hey, Teresa. What is bothering my leg? Oh. Hey, Story Night. Good to see you. Midwest in the house. Christina. Hey, Granny's watching. What the F is a pickle bag, girl? Yeah, you missed it. The other night I reviewed Betty, and she's grasping for content. You know, there's no news in this case, so she's making it up as she goes along, which, Betty does on the regular. But I definitely, that thumbnail's bothering the hell out of me now that I know about it. I have to make this one. Y'all want to make it with me because that's now that I know about it, it's really bothering me. People are going to say, yeah, she should be reviewing Betty. She doesn't even know what day of the week it is. But you'd be surprised how many people don't know what hump day is. Oh, Darcy, thank you so much. Whoever got the gifted, please thank Darcy. And welcome to Poolside. You are a Poolside misfit. You right in with the rest of us. Anyway, the pickle bag is when you're in the military, when you go to basic training, you get your supplies. One of them happens to be a backpack slash duffel bag. So, according to her, Katie's possibly could be missing. She did a whole live and a half about this pickle bag. She doesn't even know Katie has one or if it's missing, but it was worth doing a whole live and a half about because she's all obsessed now with this pickle bag because it was Katie's and it would have had Katie Rogers on the bag because she was a Rogers then. And that was the big news. That was the big boom breaking news. Mhm. So I gave her a pickle bag. She wanted a pickle bag. She couldn't find one. I found her one. Found her a pickle backpack. And then she had these buses because of Dolly. She said Dolly ended up getting on the hater bus because he didn't get on the good bus. Well, so I created a hater bus full of the guys I just ran out of room for JLR that she's hating on right now. All Seth, according to her, are Seth haters. Well, Justin's not a Seth hater, but he did call her a bullhorn strangler, and he did call her out. Of all people to call somebody out, Spanky. Lord, you know you've reached the lower lows when Spanky can call you out. Hey, Heather. Hey, Ange. Never did get my dinner. Thank you, Rhea Ripley. Hey, hi. Cool name. You guys come up with the coolest names. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Sky. Hey, Steven's Adventure. True crime comedy. Don't forget my banner in my background. Thank you. Thank you, Thor. And by the way, this is fair use, and it is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. And if you all need to know what it says, please go to the description in my channel. It'll tell you briefly. You want to read the whole thing? Google it. It's a lot to read. I'm not reading it. Betty don't understand it anyway. Hey, Shorty, good to see you. I think. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Grandma Sherry. How are you feeling? I know you were a bit under the weather. Hey, Dynamite. Darcy, I think I got you, but yeah. Claire, Mystic Butterfly. I think I'm not. Hey, Cal Cal. Hi, Erica. Sheila. Katie B. Gma. Okay, so there was one live I was going to review because we're going to not be on here all day. But you know how that goes. You say that and you have every intentions of not being, but you know how that changes. But no, seriously, because I promised my kids if they were really good, you know, I've never showed you guys pictures of my pool because I don't need to rub it in nobody's face because it's not a big freaking deal. If you want a house with a pool, buy one or rent one. Hell, in Florida, just about everybody, well, not everybody, but there's a good bit of pools here in Florida. So you wouldn't have a problem buying or renting a house with a pool. I mean, it's not like I've had one for 17 and a half years. Does that mean I don't have money? Hell no. I'm far from have money. It just came with the freaking house. You know? I don't know you don't rub it in people's faces. I mean, that just lets me know when someone does that, it's because they're not used to having things. So I guess, you know, that's, I think they think they're um, important. Just like Betty, she doesn't need none of that equipment she has. She'll never use probably 60% of the stuff that she's had her subs buy her in the last 3 years. But to Betty, that's what makes her feel important. That's what makes her feel like she's something because she has all that crap around her. I don't need that crap to make me feel, you know, would I live in Florida without a pool after having one all these years? Probably fucking not. It's hot here. But, yeah. But believe me, just because you have a pool does not mean you have money. Yeah, I struggle just like everybody else. I got 2 kids that we're supporting that we took on to raise. My husband is almost 63 years old. He goes out there and busts his ass every fucking day. To pay for kids, honestly, that wasn't his responsibility and he didn't have to. But you don't hear me on here every day saying, oh, I got the best man ever. No, there's a lot of good men out here. You're not the only one. You don't corner the market, honey. And besides that, I seen what he looks like. I wouldn't brag too much. Just saying. No shade. Just saying. Anyway, enough of my rant. Y'all know how I feel. I'm not showing that live. I didn't really even want to get into talking about it because I'm not going to give her the attention she wants. It's in the icebox, but unfortunately, Maria had it for lunch. Oh, man. I needed my therapy with me today. Oh, boy. I'm no therapist. You might be in trouble. Oh, anyway. Um, I think we're just going to get into Betty. And I know I got to finish. Betty's a daydreamer. Um, finish Brittany's brilliant, just brilliant panel from the other night from last night that we were doing. Lord have mercy with that one. Uh, anyway, so hey Arctic, good to see you. You want to come up? You can come up. Anybody wants to come up? I'll drop the link. Let me know. Maybe I'll drop it. I'll just drop. Okay, are you gonna actually work for me this time? Now, why is my computer not charging? Oh, I'm gonna scream here in about 2 seconds. It should be charging. I know what the battery. Oh my god! I tell you what, I was so pissed. I was supposed to be at the computer guys this morning at 10 o'clock. Guess who canceled? The computer guy. I'm gonna end up just going over to Best Buy because and paying that outrageous fee just for them to help me get the right. Because I've ordered 3 different sets of plugs for this thing, and none of them with the different adapters, and none of them freaking fit. And I found one finally that's for this damn generic brand. Take you a week or two to get it. It's insane. But I wanted to try to just get one from the computer guy instead of having to wait because I don't think I can wait with this thing. I mean, he fixed the inside part, which was expensive, but it was right now. My little account will grow to get a new one, but for right now, I had to do what I had to do, and now I'm not asking y'all for nothing. So don't even say it, Bets. I don't grip like that. Hey, Chopper. Um, okay, I'm ready to throw this thing in the fucking swimming pool. To be honest with you. And by the way, does it mean I'm extra special because I have a blow up kids pool too? So that technically I have 2 pools. So does that mean I'm really special? I don't know. But my goddaughters wanted to do this damn TikTok challenge with these poles that you blow up and put inside your swimming pool and you sleep in it. It was ridiculous. 80 freaking dollars for blow up poles for them to be inside the swimming pool to stay dry with a pillow and blanket. Can you believe that crap? And yes, I did it. Like I said, I was so pissed. I was so mad. Sorry, guys. My internet total. I don't know if it was YouTube, StreamYards, because my internet is on, but it said I wasn't connected. I don't know what the hell happened. So over these freaking glitches, YouTube needs to get it together. But this thing is going to end up going in the swimming pool because it, it doesn't want to charge. I can't get the cords messed up. Oh, oh shit! I had it. Oh my god! I was so mad that guy didn't show up. And we went over there. By the time my husband had to go into work, so or I probably would have went right to Best Buy. Either that, or I'm just gonna. And I even wanted to check to see if I paid expedited shipping if I'd get the charger any sooner, and I won't. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into Betty. Sorry, guys. I'll play with this. Hey, casual. In a minute. Betty's done a couple lives since the one I wanted to review. Apparently, somebody called animal control on her. I don't know if it's true or not. But why the hell would you? Why the hell would you? She did a 2 minute giving her a bath. Oh, she's gonna crypt off that. Okay, she's done a couple on Kathy Power Socks. I don't know why she won't leave this woman alone. But we're going to listen to this one first. It says Kathy Bowersock sounds nervous. Why? We're only going to skim through it. Because I'm going to skim through it fast. Because there's a couple of them I want to get through. And I don't want to. I promise. Go in the pool. I didn't say what time they like. They probably do. I may not. I like it sometimes. Depends on how late it is. Take a shower. I prefer when my husband comes home, but oh, I can't watch your TikTok intro. Sorry, I just can't do it.
Nice to see you as well. Allie, it's nice to see
All
you,
right,
my love.
computer,
Good
I'm
morning.
tired of
Good
playing with
morning.
your
Nola's
ass.
mom,
Now
it's
I'm
great
ready
to
to
have
put you.
you
I
as well.
seriously am.
Yeah, it's nice to have you. Our beautiful Sonia is up in the house. Yada, yada, yada. We're going to yada, yada, yada today. It's
By
nice to
George,
see
I
you,
think
my
I got
love.
it.
Nice to see
I'm
you.
not sure.
SSD, Mama Bear, it's great to have you as well. Chica in Connecticut. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. It's nice to see you, my love. It's nice to
Oh,
see
I don't
you.
even want to move.
IK3. It's nice. Oh, just
Okay,
Deb,
bye, Betty. We don't want to hear
official
your.
member of this crazy crew. We call. It's nice to see you. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. E. It's nice to always
Oh,
see you.
great.
It's
Just
nice
what
to
we
always see you.
needed.
Hopefully, Karen got a hold of
Them
you
other
and
locals.
responded to you. Thank you.
Those other locals tagging up to Betty. Just what we needed, isn't it? Yeah, they started a YouTube channel over this. Hey, wishful thinking. Um, I was going to share the link. That's what I was going to do. I was going to drop the link. I don't do this a whole bunch, but I will. And if my power goes out, that way I have somebody up here because it's starting to thunder and lightning. Anyway. Yeah, she does live alone. Um, supposedly. Everybody always thought she lived with her mom. Never been able to confirm that. Um, I do know that she did own her own house and that, I know where she lives. I know what her. Mm. Anyway, I also know that Daddy made sure she had a house. You know, that's how it goes, though. Daddy could come pay my mortgage off. I'd love it. Anyway, let me see who else I missed. Hey, Andy. Yeah, there was no reason to call. Hey, Brittany. Hey, go Bulldogs. Every time I see your name, I think of my son's school. Hey, Sunny Cat. I don't. She, I'm not with that calling animal control and stuff like that. There's no reason to. I mean, she wasn't even with the dog. But then again, is it true? It's Betty we're talking about. Yeah, we all know how she manufactures drama to keep the drama going, to keep her views and clicks going. Come on, Betty has never did this well. In her 3+ years on this platform, Betty has never did this well. And Betty's going to keep that ball rolling no matter what. And she'll do anything to do it. I cannot believe I've now got to scrub this patty. My husband is going to the moon with the damn cat today. Yeah, I mean, this is insane. That's not clever. And by the way, I gotta tell you something. What the hell you doing in Miami when it's 105 freaking degrees out with long heavy leggings on, 2 shirts, and then wondering why you're sweating like a pig? What? And complaining about it the whole time? I mean, the day before you decided to sit on the ground in a parking lot in the sun. You claimed it was in the shade, but yet sweat was pouring off you. And you had long pants on. It's freaking 105 degrees in Miami. You live in Florida. Is it just something for you to complain about? Hey, how was the gym shower, by the way? Did you ever go and take it? I know you were holding off, so you could only do it once. Because you know you're only allowed once a day, right? With your gym membership for your showers. How was sleeping in the car for a couple of days? I see you went to a hotel after the final day of the rally is when you guys checked into a hotel. But those first couple of nights, you slept there in your car. Like some young groupie. Ugh. Ugh. But let's get in, Betty.
Thank you so much.
Hey, always me.
What else do we have here? Anybody else that's coming in? Crystal, it's nice to see you. Crazy Moon. John, it's nice to see you as well. Got to watch the asterisks. Evil Abby,
Oh,
good
she got a
morning.
new
It's
word.
nice to see you, my friend.
Betty has
Nice
a
to
new
see
word.
you. So we've been going over some of the Kathy.
You're going to hear it today. Oh, thank you, Darcy, so much. Wow, thank you. Welcome to Poolside. Whoever gets the gifted, please thank Darce. And welcome to Poolside Misfits. She got a new word.
Bauer sock stuff. Tiffany, good morning, my love. We've been going over the Kathy Bauer socks,
Oh, poor
all of
Kathy
her
Bauer
posts.
socks.
It's like we've been sitting here talking about
Betty, the woman came out on your post, and it was her, and she told you there's Ring doorbell footage of her car not leaving the driveway. There's footage of her not leaving her house. Not only her footage, but the neighbor's footage. So, yeah, maybe you should pay a little bit more attention.
about this family and this woman for 5
haven't
months.
You said 100% for sure that car that you can't identify as a car is hers. And then you said it was her at the closed convenience / gas station. Convenience store. Was not her. However, there's footage to confirm she was at home and her car was in her driveway the same times you're claiming she was by the prop woods. Yeah.
Right? And then after the car came out, when did the car come out? We've been talking about this weird car and everything like that. Mickey Shell, it's nice
not
to
a
see
weird
you,
car,
Tiffany.
Betty. It's not a weird car. It's a freaking car. It's not a car, though, in my opinion. It looks like a pickup truck. And because there's no date and time stamp on the video because it was not working correctly, and it's very grainy in a very small clip, and the way the video is, you don't know where that vehicle is actually. Is it with the house that was right there? You have no idea. And since you don't even know what time or day it was, you really have no idea. But do you, boo?
Jules, good morning, everyone. It's nice to see you. It's nice to have you. Come on in.
Hey, Melissa.
As you guys are coming in, don't forget to hit that thumb up button. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what the temperature is.
Kathy Bowersox. And Katie did leave. She did leave whenever she went looking for him. That's well known.
I haven't even checked the temperature. I know yesterday it was hot. The day before that it was hot. The day before that it was hell. I can keep going. Right now it's 81 degrees at 7:48 in the morning. Good gracious, it's going to be another hot day, another record hot day here. Lisa, Dixie, it's nice to see you.
No records, just typical Florida weather. No records, Betty.
Kathy can post on Facebook to defend herself, but nothing about Sebastian. Of course.
What is there to post about Sebastian? There's no updates. You were attacking and have been attacking this woman and her husband and her son and her daughter-in-law for months. You put a post up lying, saying it's her vehicle and she's the one that took Sebastian. She has every damn right to speak out on it.
Of course. Do we expect anything
MZ,
different?
good
These
to
people
see
have
you.
only
How are
done
you?
self-preservation actions since
Ryan.
this boy disappeared.
Layla.
I mean, the only people that do self-preservation actions since this boy disappeared are associated with the Proudfoots and the
self-preservation actions. Do you have any idea of what that means, Betty? I swear, for Christmas, I'm getting you a dictionary. I'm going to get you a children's dictionary so you can understand it. Because, yeah, no. I haven't seen any self-preservation being done
Bowersox.
by the Bowersox or the Proudfoots. Just saying. In fact, the Bowersox don't come on YouTube. They're not jumping around from panel to panel. They didn't start a channel to make money. Just saying.
Sorry. By the way, Brenda, that Tony's, I think that's what it was called, Tony's Coffee. Talk about some smooth coffee. That was very.
Oh, Lord.
It was smooth.
Oh, that's right. Betty wants to start her own coffee business. And she's going to design her own coffee maker. I say good luck to you. Shark Tank awaits. Hey, she can do it. Do it. I don't think she can. Betty doesn't have the mentality or the common sense. She'd yell at somebody and she'd never sell a bean of coffee.
And it gave me the flavor I needed. And I made it into a latte. It latte'd up very, very well.
Oh my gosh, I could see her now on her YouTube and TikToks doing infomercials, pushing her coffee. You know what she's going to do, right? She's going to go you can buy coffee and slap your label on it, just like you can with soaps and lotions and stuff like Dolly does. You know, I would never buy a lotion that man mixed up and put on my body. Hell to the no. In that house, nope. But yeah, I wouldn't buy her coffee either. But that's just me. Hi, Miss Liverbird. That's just me.
Just thought I'd throw that out there. And trust me, I would not.
Oh, no.
I'm one of those women that will tell you if your pants if your butt looked fat in those jeans. Okay, I tell you, yes, it did. If it did, no, it didn't. Or I might even say you have no ass at all. Okay.
Well, Betty, don't be commenting on people's ass till you look at your own. Okay, just saying. I'm not going to go there, but I'm just saying. Because, I could go there. Oh, boy, could I go there.
Yeah, you can't dox me for that, or you can't, ding me for that, Sonia, because I said acetol.
Oh, look at her. She thinks she's so cool. I don't know if that's something
or not, but it's not a cuss word. I'm just saying.
Look at her. My God.
Serenity, it's nice.
Hi, Betty.
I'm so jealous.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
I'm so jealous. I know I'm not jealous of you, Samantha. If you're in Arizona, I think you're probably hot as me. Yeah, no acetol disease. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's Betty.
And I'm still eating on my bag of fudge right here. I love it. But it's good.
Sorry, honey, but there ain't nothing little about you. And since you'd like to put it out there so much, Betty, you are not 130. If you're 135 pounds, so am I.
Anyway, guys,
And we're about the same size.
Kathy has been, for those that are just joining in, just to give the Reader's Digest version
Okay. What'd
of
she do?
everything. Oh, God, so good. Of everything. It is Sebastian Rogers is a 15-year-old boy that disappeared. Oh, hey, Elster, it's nice to see you, my love. That disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee. The issue is this boy was locked inside that home. His parents
He
are
was
Navy.
locked
His mom and his
inside.
stepdad are
Betty,
Navy.
stop it. You're trying to twist it and make it sound devious. It was nighttime. They were in bed sleeping. Of course, the frickin' doors are locked, you idiot. I don't know too many people that go to bed and leave their doors wide open all night long. Quit trying to make it sound devious.
Navy.
You
I don't know if they're
idiot.
retired. We've been hearing
Hey,
some stuff
nonsense.
about being discharged, all these different things. Was she discharged for having an affair? That's what's being, rumored right now. I don't know.
No, she was not discharged for having an affair. If you listen to what Seth has said and what the good friend who was around Seth and Katie said, if you actually listen, Chris wasn't in the picture till after she left Seth. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to ask her because it's not my business. But I don't believe she was booted out for having an affair. And yes, they would do something like that. However, it would be extreme.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. I don't know. I'm going to try to see if we can corroborate one way or another how she
Oh,
was discharged
hey,
from the
Runs.
military. I think there might be a way that I can ask that without causing any, them
Yeah,
saying, "Oh,
exactly, Runs. She went on there and answered the question. She even said, there's doorbell footage of my car in my driveway, not only from her ring doorbell, but also the neighbors. She never left her house. I mean, I've been telling Betty that for 4 months. She just don't want to hear it.
oh my God, we can't give this information or whatever." I think that there are certain things that the public is entitled to from our military. So
No,
I'll
you're
read
not.
into that and see what if
No,
we can.
you're not. It is none of your business whatever she did in the military. It has nothing to do with this. You are not an investigator of any type. You're just a YouTuber. It's not your freaking business. Especially since you want to use the information to go at her and use it against her. That's harmful intent, Betty.
Can corroborate how she was let go or discharged. I'll actually reach out to my
It's none of
cousin
your
and see if he can
business.
help guide me in who I would be asking that to or what information
You
would
won't
we
get it.
could gather. But either way, for
You will not get the reason. If there was any disciplinary action, you won't get it. Good luck with that, unless you make it up. And I know you won't get it because I know. Let me tell you, I that's a I know.
for this purpose, I don't think it really matters how she was discharged from the military. The bottom line is she's
No
not in the
shit.
military anymore, and neither is Chris
Duh.
Proudfoot, and we don't know what the dynamics were for them to leave. Um, Kathy has been Kathy and Chris's behavior as well as the Bauer Sox have been questionable. I think it's been very notable for all of
Okay.
us, right? I mean, I think
Okay.
that's the one thing that really
Okay. Their behaviors have been questionable. What exactly has the Bauer Sox done? Okay. Their behavior, but not Seth. Hmm. Causing all the drama, putting out information that should not be put out here. It shouldn't be put out here because it's none of nobody's business. Uh, yeah, but they're the ones that have done something. Oh, gotcha.
pushed us off the fence when it came.
Pushed you off the fence.
Are you? Would you like to say?
Betty, you've never been a fence rider. You came right out the gate 5 minutes into this story blaming the Proudfoots. That's how you do it. Watch every case she's ever been in. Right out the gate, she's already dead set on one side, and that's it.
Say hi. You want to say hi to everybody?
Quick question with the dog. Hey, will it work if I grip with you guys with Sir Duke? You know how he's a pain in the ass when I'm live sometimes. But I love that furball. He's my fat furball. He's not fat though. He's healthy. But he's actually being, where is he? Oh, he's in my bed. In there laying in the air conditioning where I should be. Yeah. I'm out here sweating to death by the pool. I'm going to turn the fan on. Let me know if it's too loud, guys.
Want to say hi? Want to say hi? No.
Okay, I can't let you
Say
grip.
hi,
Oh, that
everybody.
breaks my.
I love
Okay,
my
the puppy's so
mommy.
fucking cute. Don't do this,
Hi.
Betty.
Good
I have to
morning.
fast forward,
Every
guys,
little
because
espresso.
I can't get on her when she's showing that cute puppy. I can't. The puppy wins. I'm sorry, Betty. You lose. The puppy wins.
Get to like my mommy. In my
No, I
bed,
don't like your
right?
mommy though. See,
Because
that's just it. I don't like your mommy, but I like you.
I need her to get adjusted to her bed because I need her to have has to touch someone. I can be here. Next thing
She's
I
a
know, it's like one call
puppy.
out. She does this.
If she was still with the litter, they would all cuddle and sleep together. That's what she's used to. She's a baby. Let that dog stop.
Sliver thing where she kind of throws her head off the
Hey,
side of the
Hazel.
bed and then she kind
All
of
right, Betty.
moves,
No.
she
Bye.
knows, but then the next thing you know, she looks shoulders out. I can hear the best of like
Oh,
a
she's gonna
sliding
grip
feeler
that.
because she's so
That.
tiny. And for me, please.
Yeah, you don't want to roll over on her.
To Kathy. So we've been sitting here, we've been kind of going
Hey,
over
Kimberly.
everything in this case. I thought Chris was at home. Clearly, I know that there's a lot of whether he's
Is he gonna backtrack yet again and now go back to saying Chris wasn't home? Because one day he was
home or not home.
home. One day, the next day he wasn't home. Then the next day she's not sure, and then the next day he did it. It's just every day it's something.
I really, and I can't say this with 100% certainty because I was not there. I didn't personally witness
That
it. So
is
I'm
the
never
only truthful thing I've ever heard you say in almost 2 years of reviewing you. I actually probably know you better than you know yourself. That's freaky because I review you enough, sadly. But that is the only truth I've ever heard you speak. You don't know because you was not there. But now you're going to mess that up because now you're going to go say something stupid.
going to say something with 100% certainty.
Yeah, but
However,
you do. You said 100% that was Kathy Bowersock's car. You said 100% that was her at the little convenience store / gas station that was closed. You said 100% Chris was at home. You said 100% that Chris and Katie did this. And you also said that she needed her pickle bag. I found you a pickle bag, Betty. I found you a pickle bag backpack just for you. It's on the thumbnail, babes.
it is very, very highly unlikely that he was home that weekend. Okay. The neighbors did not see him.
You don't say. Get out of here. You gotta be kidding me. You're just getting that? Hell, we've been saying that for 5 months. Where you been? What rock you been under? You been under them pickles? That's what it is. You found yourself a new little papa, didn't you? And you done climbed under them pickles. I know it. Okay.
Nobody saw his truck. Nobody saw his motorcycle.
Nuh-uh.
There was no indication. We know that law enforcement has a lot of different videos in that community from different angles, and Chris has admitted to.
You don't know that. In fact, I've heard the exact opposite, but okay. Just like the 17-hour you keep talking about, I can't find that anywhere. And I have asked people that have been involved with this and actually have spoke to them, and they don't know about it either, just like they don't know about the DA going to assist in the search of Katie and Chris's home, like you keep telling people. Yeah, so there's that.
To a lot of stuff that he knew would eventually come out, such as the 3-hour phone call. If he truly was in the area, I really believe that he would have come up with some type of statement as to why his truck was seen in the area. And we didn't have that. He's been doing damage control as much as
What damage control is he doing? Please show me. Because this man is not out here on every panel he can catch a link to. He didn't start a channel. So what damage control exactly is he doing? Betty, we've all known from day one that Chris was not at home. It was a very well-known fact that he was not home. Even the sus PIs admitted that much. But, oh yeah, you don't like them. But you were okay with them till they didn't like Seth, till Seth didn't like them. But gotcha. Well, not Chloe. You didn't like Chloe over a different case, but over Layla. But okay.
as everything else. So, in just my personal opinion,
Hey,
I believe that it's highly likely that he was not there.
Hey,
Do I believe he did come home at some point? I do. I believe he came home after that 3-hour phone call conversation.
How could he have came home after the 3-hour call when he was on the job site, which easy to check? Did he come home after Katie called him and law enforcement was called and everything else? Yeah. But yeah, he didn't come home, then go back. He would have been seen, Betty. I'm sure they checked his vehicle, just like I'm sure they checked work and all the cameras. Shut up.
Conversation. We've been talking about this photo of their car for some time. And I'm talking about Kathy and Terry Bauer Sox QX80 Infinity QX80.
Look, even Spanky called you out about this with the vehicle and your lights as best as he could call somebody out, because yeah, that's not for him. The best he could come up with is Bullhorn Strangler, but at least he came up with that. But Betty, even he called you out about being wrong about the cars.
And we've been talking about it. We've done the overlays. We know that they're watching me because we did the overlay long before I ever went
No, what you did was you used somebody else's content. That's what you always do. You claim you do these maps. You do all these overlays. If you truly did that overlay, honey, you don't know what the hell you're doing, because they did not match up at all. They are not the same car. And quit copying gray hues. Seriously. Can you get some originality? You talk about people stealing. You steal people's work all the time. Aren't you going to federal copyright court for that? For stealing someone's video? Yeah. Okay.
To their community. Right? They didn't say anything. They didn't come out to the public and say, no, that wasn't my car. No, this, that, and the other. How dare Bullhorn Betty, some crazy lady with a
Why should they? They don't owe you nothing. And she did respond to you. She told you there's actually video evidence to prove her car was in her driveway where she was at home in bed. But you don't want to hear that. Don't you think law enforcement was aware of this stuff? Guess you don't think they bothered to check, huh? You have no faith in law enforcement.
Carries a bullhorn around, right?
Hey, Twisted Reality.
You didn't hear any of that coming from Katie, Chris, or the Bauer Sox. You really didn't. And so then
She
we learn
copies everybody's work and then says they steal from her. And she's wrong about the lights, and she's wrong about the car.
that there was a vehicle matching a vehicle and a lady inside of a vehicle that matches the description of
Oh
Kathy
my God,
Bowersock's.
that is not true. That is not true. You got that off JLR's Facebook group and Bobby. Good, reliable source there. Yep. Another one of them great neighbors. There seems to be a lot of them great neighbors.
To a T that was at the general store 15 minutes
Nope.
before.
Where's the evidence of that? Where's the proof of that? There's no video evidence that that was Kathy Bowersock's in her car. That's all rumor, Betty. Till law enforcement comes out and says it. And they're not going to because she wasn't there.
Or she showed up, or before she showed up, before Sebastian was reported missing.
She regurgitates the same thing 7 to 8 times a day. And these people go in there and watch it and give her money. It's insane. Hey, Justice, how are you doing? It's insane. It's totally insane. Hey, Purple Haze, I don't understand it. I don't need to hear somebody regurgitate the same crap 7, 8 times a day.
That is what several people. Did I speak to 6 people? No, I did not speak to 6 people. I heard 6 people have come forward with the same exact statement. Do I know that this? Do I know who those 6 people are, or whether their statement was exact? I do not.
So that means they're not vetted, Betty, as you say. So what are you running with it for if you can't prove any of it? You know the old saying, receipts or it didn't happen. And you never show receipts on anything. And I'm still waiting on the little pop of receipts. You've been promising them for months. JLR shut you down again?
But it is probable, a high probability, that Kathy Bowersock was at that general store.
No, it's not. Why are you lying? Why are you misinforming your audience? Manipulating the facts to your narrative? She was not there. She was at home in bed. And I bet you if you would have responded and asked her for proof, she'd have no problem showing you the video with date and time stamp. Yeah, something you've not been able to do, Betty? Okay. And you know what? I have never reached out in any way to a family. You don't know how tempted I am to just go back onto that Facebook and just say, could you please share the footage? I mean, not send it to me, just share it. But then again, law enforcement probably don't want her to anyway. And I'm sure law enforcement has already verified all this. Hey, Bamaji.
15 minutes before Sebastian Rogers was reported missing.
I don't think it's the same rapper. I really don't. This is the Cole rapper. I know there's a couple of them that clone him or her, and I don't know. But whoever did do that, that was messed up, man. That was messed up. That's going too low for a troll. That's nope.
Midst of being at the store. But now all of a sudden she was at the store at 10:30 in the morning. I don't think any parent dropping off their child in the morning or driving by that in the morning would mistaken a 5:45 time to 10:30. She put herself there at 10:30, but she refuses to put herself there at 5:45. Honestly, I never heard not one person even mention that she was there at 10:30 in the morning. Not one person.
That's
as
funny.
A matter of
I haven't heard anything about her being there at 5:45 except for the rumors on JLR's Facebook group and you. Yeah, just saying.
fact, I think that would be highly unlikely for her.
JLR's the one to put that crap out. You know that.
Or to be there. Because if Seth got to their house, say around 9, and I know he told us what time he got to the house. I know he told us what time he got to the house, and I'm still guessing because I keep forgetting what time he said he got to the house. So I do apologize. I may be off. The neighbor said she was there with Katie at her house around 7:30. I believe that. Exactly. We know she was there. And we know that Kathy Bowersox
Thank
was
you,
with
Thor.
Katie when Seth showed up. The conversations that were going on in the house, when we heard it in the interview with Seth,
Good for you,
it,
Cash. I hope you find out which one it is. Because that was messed up. That really was. And I appreciate you, Thor.
it seemed to me, just snowballing here, it seemed to me that it was implied that she appeared to be there longer than an hour just by him talking about some of the conversations they had and all this other stuff. So if he was there
Huh?
at 9, what time did Kathy truly leave their house? She's basically saying that she
Ask
left at
her.
10:30.
You had your chance to ask her these questions in your comment section. She responded to you, but instead of you acting like the professional you claim, you acted like the idiot you are. She'd probably answer you if you'd ask her decently.
I don't believe that, because it sounds like she was there much longer than that.
Oh my lord.
But again, I wasn't there. That's just my belief. Just because I believe it
Uh,
doesn't make it so. Oh, Emily, thank you so much. Oh, I see Pebbles. It's nice to see you, Pebbles. Did I miss any of my
you don't state it like that, Betty. You state things as factual.
other mods? Any other mods in here? I know B Betty always sneaks in, and I always miss her. And I don't know how. I always miss her.
You mean you didn't have a mod meeting first? I mean, you tie your mods up into I don't know how many meetings a day. I'd have to tell you take that wrench and shove it, because your mods do it just to help you out. They don't get paid. The hell you doing holding daily meetings for? To bitch them out and tell them what they're not allowed to do.
I don't see her. So good. It's nice. Welcome to the family. This crazy family we call the Coffee Club. I got time today. So do I. Nice to see you. I got time.
I like my name better, Poolside Misfits, because we have fun.
Nice to see you. Karen, it's nice to see you. Merle's mom, good morning, my love. Breakfast and coffee and stuff. What did it say? Chloe, the PI, said she had 6 witnesses come forward and saw her there at 5:45.
I don't believe
I know
that.
of at least 2 people that
I don't believe that at all.
allegedly saw Kathy Bowersox at that.
I don't believe them either. Show me proof. Show me video evidence. There's video at that little convenience store / gas station. Show me some proof.
Convenience store, but I don't know 6. I've met 2. They're absolutely adamant that that's what they saw. Whether they saw it or not, I don't know.
Do you know how many vehicles look like that, Betty? Yeah, like I said, ask her. You had an opportunity to. And, you being the utmost professional, blew it. But yeah.
I can tell you that I absolutely 100% believe her story. Okay. I 100%.
You can't believe it, Betty, because you can't vet it. So you can't say it's 100%. You don't know the people. And JLR started that rumor in his Facebook group. You know he did. You know that's what he does. He makes anonymous posts and then he goes and does a video about him. It's what he's always done. It's nothing new.
Believe their story. So now again, do I think that they mistaken 5:45 for 10:30 a.m.? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. There's no.
Why?
No.
Okay.
But this is new to me, This is new to me.
I got to tell you something. Schools don't start before 6 a.m. So why would they be there? Did you ever think about that? Who were they dropping off? Because the schools around here don't start that early. I don't think even the high school kids can get in before 7 a.m. Just saying. I don't know. I don't know how Tennessee does it. It just doesn't seem right? That there would be a reason to drop a kid off at school at 5:45 in the freaking morning. Just saying.
This whole 10:30. How long
Hey,
have we
is your
been
mother?
talking? We've been talking about Kathy being at that
Hey, Miss
general
Fletcher.
store since March.
Hmm.
I want to throw that out there. We've been talking about Kathy being at that
Yeah, because that's when. Oh, pause on point. Look at that mouth.
general store.
Um, that's when the anonymous post went up in JLR's Facebook group. And guess who posts 99.9% of the anonymous post because he can approve them? Because he's the admin. So's his girlfriend. So, yeah, there's that bit. But yeah, you should go back and look. Because aren't you mad at him? Don't you call him little papa now? Or is it you're just missing?
Multiple platforms, multiple people. And then now, all of a sudden in July,
Mm-hmm.
literally almost 90 days after those allegations
Uh-huh.
were raised, now she's responding to them. Let's
Betty,
listen.
the thing is, she doesn't have to respond to you or anyone. That's it. I mean, you're nobody to her. And at the end of the day, you're not relevant in this case or in Sebastian's life. Let's be honest here.
To what some of the responses have been when it comes to
Now, you're
her response.
are you going to be showing Seth's mother's responses and all the stuff she put up in the Facebook groups since you're going after the grandmothers? You going to do it across the board? I didn't think so.
Response related to this general store.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to go through. I'm not going to put these up on the screen, so just bear with me. This is in that horrible,
Hey,
horrible
serial
group
boomer.
that likes
Hey,
to
language of
dog every
horses.
single person. I found
Harry Hancock. How can I be respectful and you can say, show me the proof when you have nothing but anger and why it's so stupid? I don't have anger. You mean her or me? I don't have anger. I want to see the receipts because the woman wasn't there. This is all rumor. This is what Betty does. That's it. Hey, MK. She is the sombrero of assets.
found out that Anna, whatever May, Ella May, whatever, has a group. This lady, I am not lying, kicks people out of groups that don't bode with her BS.
You
And she's
mean like you do? Wow, there's another one like you? Because that, yeah, Betty, if someone disagrees with you in your chat, they get blocked and then you yell at them when you know they can't respond because that's what a true coward does. But okay.
she's got literally
Just like that Brittany J.
a Facebook group that has almost 160,000 people. And I didn't realize that you can be monetized on Facebook. So
Hey,
these
Kathy
people are
D.
doing all this for profit.
This is her job according to her. Betty's work history is very sketch and has not happened in a long time.
Making that
Marlo Gus Jacks. Cool. Hi from the bushes.
account for the mysterious whatever. I'm not going to
Hey,
say the
Jen.
name because I think it's a garbage group. But monetizing while sitting there throwing shade and doing all this ridiculousness and treating people
Yeah, you can monetize Facebook. You can monetize Twitter too.
like pure crap for money. It's sick. It's sick. You guys should be reporting all of this. You should be reporting all of it. I don't like them. And you know what? I can't wait until Facebook is non-existent because they have no other platform. And it'll shut them up and shut them down forever. And I just can't wait.
Facebook's not going anywhere, Betty. You jelly because they're getting attention and your group isn't. They have every right to their opinions just like you do. Remember? The First Amendment, you're shoving down everybody's throats 24/7. You want the First Amendment, but you want to take everybody else's away. Got it.
wait for that day to come. I know it's going to probably be 10 years before it comes, but I seriously can't wait until it comes. Those people are pure
Oh,
evil. I don't
oh,
like them, and I don't think they help anybody. All
and
they do is create circuses, and that's it. Because they
what?
sure created a circus in here, and they didn't give a crap about anybody. Not even a disabled father looking for his disabled son. They're sick. They're sick. But I
Okay, he's quit making it sound like Sebastian was some disabled sick child because he was not. Stop it. That's gross. You put that boy, you've said enough awful things about that boy. Put him in. Stop. But Betty, you just do everything that you just bitched about. You just described yourself. Are we doing self reflection Sunday on a Thursday? Because it is a thirsty Thursday. Is that it? You thirsty?
digress.
Yeah,
There's still stuff being
digress. You
posted,
don't even know how to
right?
use
I
that
don't
word.
know why, but hey, I can't control anybody, right? The only person I can control is myself.
Oh,
So one of the questions, as
oh,
we know, people are trying to find
mm.
out where Kathy Bowersox was, and so one of
Yeah.
this is
They cause the chaos. They are the chaos. They don't allow speculation or drama, but they cause chaos. Yeah, Betty's the chaos. In any case she touches, she brings chaos to it. It's funny how how these people cry free speech and constitutional rights, then get butt hurt when the tables turn. Betty wants her free speech and her rights, but she wants to take everybody else's away.
one of these
Hey,
comments
sassy
says,
girl.
since you're on here, maybe you can help clear up
Guys,
speculation.
do me a favor. Hit that like. If you haven't hit that like, let's get this video in the algorithm. Hit that sub up. If you haven't subbed up, you can become a poolside misfit. We have fun over here.
If you don't mind, could you please answer these
Mm.
few questions? Can you tell us if you were at Warsham's the morning Sebastian was reported missing? What time did
Think
you
you blew
arrive
any
at
chance of
Katie's
that.
house in the morning
Hey, Christina.
Sebastian
Hey,
was
Renee.
reported missing? And finally, the Alaska question. Why did you guys drive all the way, then take a private jet to at the border? Why not fly the whole way on a commercial airline? Thank you. Praying for Sebastian to be found. I don't know, and I kept saying to
Okay, it's not a private jet. Okay, in Alaska,
people, I
there's
don't know if they
locations
drove.
that you have no choice but to take some little commuter plane to your destination. It is not a private jet, like she's trying to make it out to be.
But I don't know what their flight arrangements were. Everybody was making a lot of assumptions related to that. So Kathy decides to say to the question one, can you tell us, were you at Warsham's the morning Sebastian was reported missing? And she says, no, exclamation mark.
There
What
you
time did
go.
you arrive at Katie's house the morning Sebastian was reported missing? And we know this is a flat lie. After 10:30 a.m.
And how do you know it's a flat out lie, Betty? How do you know?
is what she's saying. She is telling people she did not arrive to that house until 10:30 in the morning. Until 10:30 in the morning. Seth was there way earlier than that. And she was already there. Do you guys know? She can't tell. It takes a week to drive to Alaska from Tennessee in the winter. Absolutely,
It
Gail.
doesn't take a freaking week to. What? I get why you have an audience now. Get the. Okay.
All right. Or she's putting on here that she didn't arrive to Katie's house until 10:30 in the morning. 10:30 in the morning.
Thank you, Thor.
That is an
Thank
absolute,
you, Gma.
without a doubt, unequivocally a lie. An absolute lie. Actually,
Hey, the runway truth. Y'all know it takes a week to drive to Alaska.
You know what? Give me just a second. Give me just a second. I'm going to confirm something. Give me just a second. I'm going to mute. You guys stay put. Talk in the chat. I'll be right back.
Exactly, Stitching. But in Alaska, you do have to use the little private planes because there's places that the regular airlines just don't go. It's how it is in Alaska. But they're not jets. Did you ever see some of them planes that fly you around in them little planes that fly you them little out of way places in Alaska? Scary shit, man. There's a lot of planes that go missing every year. What is she doing? No, she didn't. She literally left her live. Oh, she now either uses her hand to hide her mouth or will shut the screen off because she said lip readers were coming in her chat trying to figure out her personal private phone calls. You can't make this shit up. You don't drink while you're pregnant, plain and simple. And I know where you're going with that, but show me proof. You have no proof of that. And that should have never been made. Should have never been said. Because there's no proof of it. And I don't believe it. What is she doing?
Just announced. Walmart,
Right in the
Target,
ad.
CVS, and Walgreens are now accepting the grocery allowance card.
God,
I just confirmed. I wanted to make sure. I don't want to sit here and speculate. I had a direct call in. So Seth got to the house. Worst case scenario by 8:45.
He
So he was
doesn't
there before
even
9
know the time he arrived. Come on.
a.m. and Kathy was already there.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So she is passing around that she did not get to Kathy's house
I don't. Never mind.
or Katie's house until 10:30 in the morning. That is an absolute lie.
Hi, Limey. Hey,
And maybe
Alan.
law enforcement won't corroborate it at this moment.
Mods are on it today.
But I can tell you,
Thank you.
We have the neighbor's account for it. We have Miss Bobby's account for it. And by God, we have Seth's account for it. So we may not have law enforcement telling us, but we have enough to.
The other night was only like a 50-minute video, and there must have been 10 minutes of ads, I swear. God.
Corroborate that is a big old fat lie. So my question
No,
is,
you
why
haven't.
is Kathy Bauer sorry?
Okay, number one, no, you haven't. He doesn't even know what time he got there. How's he going to tell you what time somebody else got there? And, you know, I'll read it in the reports from law enforcement before I believe any of you people. Just saying.
Lying. And if she is lying about the time she got to Katie's house, do you think she'd be lying that she's sitting up at Worsham's at 5:45, 15 minutes before Sebastian was reported
on
missing?
my mind. Cool
How did
name.
she get to the house so quickly? And why is she telling everybody she didn't get there until 10:30? That's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
So let's keep going.
Says you.
And then it said, now the last question was about Alaska. Kathy says, this did not happen. Whoever concocted this scenario is completely evil and delusional. They are the same people who...
Now, are you going to read her post from, I believe it was yesterday or this morning, to you about how there's Ring doorbell footage of her car not leaving the driveway, sitting in the driveway? Didn't think so.
Created the crap for clicks and subscription payments. I love how they always default to pay. Oh, it's not because we're calling you a liar and we know what we're doing. Yes, do we get compensated for it? Yes, we do. But we talk to our group. I have advertisement on every single one of my videos that generate revenue for this channel that allow me to do.
Betty, you have AdSense just like the rest of us. Believe me, it's not all that. Yes, you get a few dollars, but it's not all that. Stop it. You survive like all the rest of us on tips from our chat and memberships by people buying memberships to our channels and tipping us. That's the bulk of what you get. It's not AdSense. You don't have enough views for it to be for AdSense to add up into that kind of money. You would have to have 50 to 100K or more views to get the kind of money you're talking about from AdSense, Betty. Are you making more now? Yeah, you have tripled your views since you had Seth on and so on. But you're not used to making what you're making. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, you're not making AdSense like that, Betty. AdSense pays you the same thing it pays all of us per 1,000 views. So stop it. You don't have private advertising. Can't you ever just be honest about anything? Your channel survives like mine, like anybody else's out here.
The work that I do. If there was no money coming in, if naturally we wouldn't be able to afford to be able to do this, right?
Shorty,
You got to be able to
thank
pay
you.
for it. Period.
Oh, thank you so much. That is awesome of you. Thank you. Whoever got the gifted, please. I don't know why it's not showing up. Please thank Shorty and welcome to Poolside. You're a Poolside misfit. And we are stoners. But we also have a non stoning area.
And I love how they always try to get the heartstrings. Oh my God, they're just doing it for clicks and views. And some are. And we can agree with that.
You are. You're right. You are. Why do you have a Spider-Man costume on? At the kitchen table. Yes, sir, you can have it. Oh, the last thing you need is chocolate cake right now, but go ahead. But what do you have a Spider-Man costume on for? Okay, I guess they're playing dress up. Great. Bet the rooms are a mess.
I have to think that the majority of people out here that are covering these cases are truly doing it from a place of good. They want to help.
Nikki.
There are a few people, there are a few bad actors out there, and I don't want to say there's more bad actors than there are good actors, because I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. But the ones that are bad make so much noise and it makes them look bigger than they are. And it took me a long time to realize that. So now I don't engage in it.
Why do you want to know? It's not my business. I don't care who you love. You love who you love. It don't matter.
They are the same people who created the craps for clicks and payment subscriptions. First of all, I want to make sure if she's trying to show shade on Betty. I never went with that story. So whoever did go through that story, you might want to go and chew her out. Just saying. Prayers for Sebastian's whereabouts are greatly appreciated and joined by ours daily. I doubt that highly, Kathy. I have no, there's not a bone in my body that I actually believe any of your statements here. Just want to throw that out there. If you're watching, which I know you are because you had your husband.
Betty, don't bank on it. I think the last thing they want to do is watch the person who stalks, harasses, and threatens them on the daily. Yeah, I don't think they're watching you. And I'd believe her over you any day. Just saying. She hasn't proven to me to be a liar. There you go.
Husband stalked me.
No. Back that up. Nope. That man was not stalking you, Betty. You were stalking him. You sat there and waited for him because you were in that parking lot. You knew he was at that store. You were right near his car in that parking lot, Betty. After you just went and made sure you was within so much of a radius of his home, plastering flyers everywhere, which was stupid. You didn't put them anywhere else other than to put them by the Proudfoot's home so you could poke at them people, because you've done nothing but harass, threaten, lie, and stalk these people. You were in their town, going to their homes, recording it and putting it on your channel. You're the stalker, Betty.
So another person asked, was the Bauer Sox car seen in the neighborhood when Sebastian went missing? She didn't
No.
say according to law enforcement. According to the information I turned over to law enforcement, according to this, she says according to the time-stamped camera in the Bauer Sox driveway and the neighboring cameras, it was not. I'm sorry. What neighboring cameras? You have 2 neighbors. That's it.
Okay, well, that's 2 more cameras besides hers. And if her camera has a date and time stamp on it, there you go, idiot.
You got one to the side of you and one in front of you, kind of catty corner to you.
And they could have
So
cameras.
allegedly, it was seen.
So what? That means there's 2 neighbors that have cameras and could see the driveway, see if she's entering or leaving the driveway. You just proved her point, you idiot.
At Worsham store across from Sebastian's school. Yes, that is correct. And then, according to the timestamp, they're saying that the car being seen at the night that Sebastian went missing, she didn't say no, it wasn't. She never denied it. She never denied it. Listen to how she couched it. According to the timestamps on the cameras in the Bauer Sox driveway, which I never seen any cameras in the Bauer Sox driveway, and the neighboring cameras, it was not. It was not. How do we know there wasn't a shadow or a shade? How do we know that? Did law enforcement ever come and pull surveillance videos from that community? Or are we supposed to take this woman's word for it that just told us that she didn't get to Katie's house until 10:30 in the morning, when we can clearly put her there about 2 hours before that?
No, you can't. You cannot, because he doesn't even know what time he exactly arrived. So, yeah, I don't take your word for it, but okay.
Seems awfully sus. By the way, guys, I'm reading emails, so I'm not being able to read your chat comments.
Hey, Pico.
I don't know what this one is, but that's about Sarah Shelton.
How's your
No,
mod
I did not.
squad
Of course.
doing?
Let me see what Sarah's question was. Do you know where Sebastian is one of her questions. Let me see if she has another question. Sarah also says it is a yes or a no question to try to stop all the rumors. So Kathy, so her question was, do you know where Sebastian is? And she says, Sarah Shelton, no, I do not. Of course, since this answer does not feed into the ridiculous accusations hurled at me and my family, I feel quite sure you're not accepting it as the truth. I don't know whether.
And that 100% is a very true statement. It, like I told you, it wouldn't matter if God himself came down and told you, Betty, you would not believe it. So that's a very truthful answer right there that she gave you. It wouldn't matter what she says.
Sarah accepts it as the truth, Kathy, but I don't. With all due respect, I appreciate you answering the redundant questions, but just as
Betty, you have no proof, zilch, that this woman was anywhere near that home at these times. Zilch. But here you are. Did you give up on the pickle bag? I'm kind of disappointed. Because, I actually went and found that pickle bag for you. I thought you wanted a pickle bag. I'll never do that for you again, Betty. I will never spend my time to look up a bag and put it on a thumbnail for you. Never again. But I'll keep your hater bust. Because those faces, I need a bigger bust. There's a lot more faces.
Stated, it does not feed into their narrative, therefore it won't stop the nonsense. I hope this comes to a positive ending for for your family. Sebastian comes home and your lives go back to normal, as normal as possible. And I have to agree with Sarah's statement on that.
No, you don't. That's a damn lie. Stop your lying. You don't want that boy to come home. Your content stops. You definitely don't want a good outcome, Betty. You've made that clear from the very beginning. From the start, you consider this boy gone. Just like you have lately. Just like you do with every case. You go to the worst case scenario, the grimiest stuff, and you run with it. Because that's your grift.
Thank you for answering the question, answering me. I do pray Sebastian is found. So Sarah doesn't seem like she's buying into the BS either. And Jessica writes, since you're on here, maybe you can help clear some question up. Oh, and those were the originals. So I think I just recircled back to the original question. So what say you? What say you? We have definitely caught Kathy in mistruth just in these statements.
No, you haven't. No, you have not. Because you still don't know the truth. So how can you tell that she's not telling the truth? Oh, them kids are in trouble. I hear them.
She was there a lot sooner than 10:30. If she's lying about when she arrived at or Proudfoot's home, what else is she lying about? I mean, that's a huge difference. How can this lady honestly think she was there at 10:30 in the morning? She was there helping KP look before cops even showed up, if I'm not mistaken. Help calm KP. Yeah, because Chris acknowledged that he called his mother early in the morning to have her go over there. He acknowledged that on somebody's page or channel or something to that effect. What happened? Why does this keep doing this? I think we're having. I just think that this camera situation on here. I don't.
Daphne here has finally stopped scooting. It's all because of this. This is the farmer's dog. It's fresh, healthy, real food, not kibbles.
Sorry, I had to check on the kids.
Food.
Sounded like
I think we're ever going to get it together on you.
Sounded like they were in there destroying stuff, but they were just being loud. Yeah. And they're fighting because he ate a chocolate cake and didn't tell her, and now she's mad because she has to go out and eat it by herself. Can't win for losing. Hey, Claire. I can't believe my baby's gonna be 9 years old in a couple weeks. I've got to make this decision about her birthday. I'll make the calls this afternoon, and I only got to make. Well, I only have to make the calls. I can go online and check and compare what it will cost to go to that. Well, it's just a little local water park, so it don't cost nothing like Legoland. But Legoland's having that special that for every adult ticket you get one child ticket free. So, and they're having a special on the combo for the park and the water park. If it's going to be around, well, it won't be around the same. It might because of the kids' tickets being free. So I'm going to make up my mind. But she does not want a party until after school starts. Then she wants to have a belated party. I said, no, you're not getting both. That's it. But yeah, she will. Anyway, I got to make up my mind what we're doing here.
On StreamYard anymore. I really don't. I've completely lost face. On my MacBook, it drops my my.
Here we go again.
My mic. On this one, it drops my
Yeah, it is shorty. That's why I'm gonna go online and see what the difference is. Because it's her 9th birthday. And she doesn't want a party. She wants to do that instead. So I'll make it work somehow, whichever one. I'll make one of them work. It just sucks because her birthday's right when school closed, But I can't let that interfere because it's not her fault. She was born around. They decided to move up the school year from the end of August to the beginning of August, which makes no sense to me. But at least they go to school a couple of days later this year than they did last year.
And it keeps doing that. And I don't get it. So I just think that StreamYard's got some major technical issues, and I don't know how to fix them, but I'm sick and tired of paying $50 a month for me to have to deal with them.
Why are you paying $50 a month? I pay $25. Why are you paying $50 a month for StreamYard? I can stream as much as I want for $25. So I don't understand why you're paying $50. Are you inflating it to get your subs to, give you more money? I don't know. I don't understand why you're paying $50. But okay.
So I don't know what to do at this point. I do not want to convert to a new system, but I'm just going to have to pull myself up by the bootstrap.
I'm telling you, go to Restream. I'm going back to Restream. They said they can guarantee my videos will play. I like it because you can stream from a mobile device with Restream. And they also have a couple more features, but it's just the videos playing with them is a hit and miss. That's why I quit using them.
Perhaps and convert to a new system. It keeps dropping my freaking I don't get what's going on here. It just keeps blinking. It's like driving me absolutely nutty.
Yeah, I pay $25 a month, and I can go live every day if I want to. I mean, you don't have it doesn't keep. Well, the storage is there because it's on because of YouTube. But like I have to delete something if I don't want to pay for more storage. If I want to like record a TikTok like I was doing with Tony and them, I either have to pay more for that because I've used that up, or I have to delete something. But other than that, I'm not paying. Betty, all the electronic devices you have, hell, use OBS. You don't have to pay nothing to stream from that.
It's driving me out. I'm just going to take this stuff down and I'm just going to run just this and see if this works because there's something going on here and I don't know why it's doing it. So, oh, Crafty Chris, I haven't seen you in a while. It's nice to see you. Oh, hey, Chaos, it's nice to see you as well. So, Seaman Rogers tells us where your son. Oh, yeah. Kathy is just like CP. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Oh
and I
my
don't trust
God,
that
you
lady. That lady's
people
evil.
don't
She tried
know
to
these
steal one of brother.
people. You don't know this. You don't know nothing about these people or their real life. What the hell? You don't know what they're like. What is my dog doing? He's been having such a hard time with his back legs. I feel so bad for him. God, I know we're going to have to make this choice here soon, and I dread making it.
Grandchildren. She literally tried to kidnap another grandchild. Like this lady is pure evil. A mother trying to take a child from another mother. You know? Like you lost the respect of.
You have no idea if that is true. Actually, from the court paperwork, from what I understand, it was her who took the child out of state across state lines. Not him, not his mama. So you need to not run with everything that woman says because you don't know if it's true or not, Betty. You have no idea.
Of freaking women across this country, lady. You don't even know it. You don't mess with somebody else's offspring, especially when they're a good parent.
You don't know anything about Nina. You know nothing about her. But here you are. How do you know she's a good parent, Betty? How do you know? You in her house? You there while she's parenting? I don't know. Tell me, because you don't know this woman. You know what Seth has told you. You know what you've seen on Trevor's. That's it.
When they were good parents. So we already know what kind of person Kathy Bowersox is. And now we're hearing that she's lying.
No.
She's lying.
You're not hearing that she's lying. We're hearing that you're lying because you don't know these people. You don't know if any of this is true.
To see you, Nut. Julia J, thank you for being the newest member of this crazy group we call the Coffee Club. We got Emily, thank you. Oh, the real me too. It's so nice to see you.
He wouldn't have visitation. There wouldn't have been, hey, convict, the counselor. Yeah, she often does. The custody hearing would have been a totally, oh yeah, she's bankrupting for a new computer. She hasn't used the camera yet. She needs this expensive lens for it. The lens is a couple $100. Yeah. Yeah, the whole custody outcome would have been different, and I don't believe there would have been any visitation. She has no proof that Kathy Bowersox kidnapped this child, took this child anywhere. The one who was charged with that was actually Nina.
It's so nice to see you. What does Yada have to say here? They do not want me to come back. The BS and CP never referred to him as grandson or son. No, they didn't. As a matter of fact, Chris was always referring to Sebastian as Katie's kid or something to that effect.
No.
I think he even said that at the beginning on several interviews.
No. Stepson.
You know, the boy. I call the boy because he's a boy to me. He's not related to me. I don't know the kid.
Well, okay, and he's my God. Okay, Betty.
You know, do I feel for him? Yes. Do I feel for this
You
case?
act
yes.
like you own this story, like you own him, the way you talk. Do you think this child will want you to sit there and attack his mother day after day after day like you have? Do you think that's helping find this child by you putting out all this information? Misinformation, disinformation actually makes people not search anymore because they don't think there's a reason to search because of people like you.
Yes, but I don't know this kid.
You don't.
I can tell you if I knew any kid, I probably would not speak to them the way this family spoke about their loved one or alleged loved one. Lord. I don't know if it's their loved or he's loved. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it to me. Why don't they ask her hard questions? Like, was Robin telling the truth when she told Seth, you said Sebastian was a pedo? Great question, Mama Bear. I would say go on there, but you might get booted off because it sounds like that mysterious group is pro Chris and Katie Proudfoot, right? So anything to do with Seth or maybe they just hate I don't know. They just seem like they hate everybody because when they're told or proven to be wrong, they like to block people.
Huh?
You know, anybody that has they say that it's for everybody to discuss, and if you vote in their direction, you can discuss. Because I tell you, I was respectful in there and spoke my mind, and I got.
She's still crying about JLR's Facebook group. No, she's not. No, Betty, grow up. You're still butthurt over a Facebook group. Are you kidding me? And you don't tell the truth, Betty. And if anybody comes in your chat and they don't agree with you, you block them. And then you yell at them because you're a coward. But okay.
Booted. And I posted everything that I said, and there was no disrespect, but I can tell you, Ellie Mae Farmer is a piece of shit. And if she got hit by a bus tomorrow, I would be out on the road celebrating. I do not like the lady.
Wow.
God forgive me.
I don't know who she is, don't care, but you don't wish anybody to get hit by a bus. Hey, girl next door, that's gross. And if you said that about Betty, you'd be stalking her and harassing and threatening her. But she's allowed to say it.
God forgive me, but I don't like the lady.
Still about that bad.
I really don't. I think she's a menace to these groups. I absolutely do. I think she's a menace to these groups. Every last one.
Well, that's funny. You got booted because you were a menace to the groups. Who's the one getting booted? Don't think it's that lady you're talking about. You seem to be the one that's getting booted and butthurt over a Facebook badge and a Facebook group for JLR, whom you claim you despise and call little papa and make fun of because he's a little papa. But you like that little papa. You still missing and wanting that little papa, aren't you? Told you we can get you a new little papa. I tried. I had a dating night one night for you. Just I didn't have no takers. But you don't give up.
And to think that she's up there doing this crap and allowing people to do this to Seth and his family.
Do what?
No, it's not a scintilla. Oh well, they can talk about this, but I can't. You block my voice.
Yeah, I
hope I meet that lady one day. I will give her a piece of my damn mind, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to find her. I'm going to find her. So if anybody knows anything about Ellie...
Oh, so now you threatening to find this woman. Here she is, threatening someone else. This is the second. This one she just did. Yeah, she's still bothered. She's still bothered over that Facebook stuff. Hey, Cambry.
May Farmer, the real one. I think it's Kitty Sanders. I'll find out. I know the people's names, but I will find out who she really is, and I will be knocking on her front door and asking her why she's picking on me and why she keeps taking my voice away from me on these platforms. And then I'll go from there. Clip that. Maybe it might help. Maybe it might help you in your court hearing, bitch. I'm so frustrated with these stupid people. I really am. Sorry for the language, guys. Too early in the morning for me. I need to just settle down from these a-holes. They're jerks. They won't ask hard questions. They want to pander. That mysterious group is nothing but a support system for the Proudfoots. It was supposed to be a support system for the truth, but clearly they're not. They don't want the truth. They want the clicks and the views and all the bodies to be in those groups so they can get paid. That's what it's all about. They want they want to keep their lights on, and I get it. But at least acknowledge it, right? Everybody wants to talk about somebody else's money. Well, it's kind of funny because Facebook, their group, 150,000 people, somebody's getting paid something. And they never told you guys that. I thought that was wrong. The lies is obvious and sad. How come Ellie doesn't see it? Oh, I'm sure they do see it. But see, the Proudfoots right now, they are capitalizing on the fact that law enforcement is not opening their mouth about anything. Law enforcement won't open their mouth. They actually enjoy, I truly believe that they enjoy watching this go on. It's giving them tips and leads. But they're keeping their nose to the ground, and I don't know if they're doing it. You know, for all I know, Sebastian Rogers' case is collecting dust. It's probably already in the filing cabinet. It seems like everybody's able to live their life except Seth.
What? Seth is living his life. He's getting so much attention and so much money. He's reveling in it. Are you kidding me? Stop it. What's he been doing? He hasn't been searching since what, March? Stop.
seems like law enforcement's going on with their life. It seems like the Proudfoots have gone on with their life. It seems like the Bowersocks have gone on with their life.
If you monetize, you can on Facebook. Like Slay with Dre. I think Dr. Crystal Ball's monetized on Facebook. Yeah, you can monetize on Facebook.
Life, and Seth had to get surgery so he can get back out there and start searching for his son because nobody else will. I mean,
he didn't have surgery so he could get back out there and search. Betty, stop it. He had a choice. I mean, I'm going to try hard. I'm not going to say nothing more. Don't overinflate that, because the truth is the truth. And you guys are going to force people to tell the truth about something that we shouldn't even be discussing. But you're going to put people in a position where they're going to have no choice. And I'm almost there, Betty. I'm almost there.
I should say from the family. We know that strangers are helping. We know that. We've seen that.
You have no idea what the Proudfoots are doing, and that's what you can't handle. But one thing they are doing is they are listening and cooperating with law enforcement.
It's enraging for me. Everything she said was a straight lie. She's pathetic, just like CP. Makes me sick. So, do we believe that this is not their car? And why did it take her so long to finally stand up and say something? Did she reach an attorney and say, "Oh, should I do this? Should I do that?" And somebody probably said, "Oh yeah, you can go ahead and comment. We need some damage control. This is what you need to say." Or maybe they just got so sick and tired of people calling and side-eyeing them and saying something to them. I don't know what's going on with them out in public. I can probably say that it's hitting every single one of their private businesses, right? She has a real estate business. I doubt anybody really wants to purchase a property from this lady, right? I definitely would not want to purchase a property from this lady, especially not knowing if something could have happened in the property I'm purchasing from this lady. Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. Thank you, Yada. Thank you. And you know what? Where's the pickle bag? If she's answering questions, why don't we ask
there it
Kathy
is.
When the last time she saw either Christopher Proudfoot or Katie
I got you on the pickle bag, girl. I got you a pickle backpack, man, just like you wanted. Go look. I got you one, Betty. I got you on the pickle bag.
Proudfoot's pickle bag. Where are they typically stored? Because I talked to some people in here. Lisa, I think maybe you may have told me about.
I don't know. My husband don't have his no more.
And your husband's use of it. I might have it mixed up with somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it might have been you. I remember reading an email. I just forget the names. Okay. I can remember what
Does it matter what that person did with theirs? Because people do different things with them. Who knows? But it has nothing to do with this. What do you think the pickle bag was used for? I know where you're going with it, and that would be impossible. If it was the backpack size pickle bag, yeah, that would be totally impossible. Betty, you're an idiot.
Read, but I can't remember who sent it. But they said that the bag is about 4 feet. It's majorly durable.
Pickle bag.
And I think there was the person I spoke
to.
Samantha. Said that they have a grandson that's about.
I'm convinced BHB gets all her intel from the voices in her head. She stops to think after her statements, like she's listening to those voices. That's a possibility. Delete your channel, you full-on grifter. A proper scorned itch. F that. Yep. Yeah, she said pickle bag. Yeah, she's really into this pickle bag. Like there's no place for advertisement. Yeah. But she's really into this pickle bag, peeps. I'm not kidding you. She is obsessed with this pickle bag. Your husband still has both his sea bags? My husband did have one of his when we moved here like 17 something years ago, but I don't think it's still out in the garage. The other one I know is gone. But yeah.
Out the side.
In the Navy, they are sea bags.
Sebastian.
Not pickle bags. They're sea bags. But don't tell Betty that.
And so they're going to be checking out to see how uncomfortable it is for him to get in there.
Oh.
Why not? He loves little projects. He loves it. Why not? We did the same thing with Summer Wells, a melody.
What are they going to do?
Why not? Sebastian said that they have a grandson that's about the size of Sebastian.
Okay.
And so they're going to be checking out to see how uncomfortable it is for him to get in there.
Are you
Why not?
kidding me? She's got somebody in her audience that's going to have allegedly their grandson, who is the same size as Sebastian, try to get in a pickle bag and see. It's actually a sea bag because they were Navy, and see if it's uncomfortable. Are you fucking kidding me? You can't. Mm,
Yeah, he loves little projects. He loves why not? We did the
oh.
same thing with Summer Wells. Melody had her granddaughter
Oh.
sit, and we concocted her body position exactly the way Summer's body position
Are
was in that
you
truck on the
kidding
milk.
me?
And the granddaughter said it was ultra, ultra, ultra uncomfortable.
Are you freaking kidding me? These people are actually using their kids for Betty to do this. Oh my. Wow. Hey, Kathy R. Oh my lord. This. This. Yeah. But she's not stalking, harassing them in any way.
It wasn't a natural position because we truly believe that
It doesn't matter what you believe, Betty. You're not relevant to either case.
Summer was not with us or going away from us at the moment. I don't know how more delicate I can put that
Oh
statement.
my gosh.
It looked like her fingertips were turning purple. She was in an unnatural position on cold milk. She was in a hot jumpsuit covering her entire body up to her neck in a hot June day, as if they were trying to cover
Exactly,
up
Layla.
something on her body.
What?
It was really weird how it seemed almost like she was trying to get a picture of her daughter to send it to like somebody to say, "Oh my
What? None of that's true, Betty. Stop it.
God, I don't know what to do."
Oh
It
my.
could have been. I don't know. It just didn't look right. And so we did that, and it kind of confirmed that I don't believe that she just was in that position and she could have slept in that position. It was highly uncomfortable, especially in the rib area.
Okay, number one, you don't know if it was the exact same position. Number two, you're sick for even going along with using someone's kids to do that. And number three, it was a different kid. You don't know what was good for some, what Summer would do, what they would do. Kids will fall asleep anywhere. Jesus.
Being leaned over like that. Your puppy chews wires or pulls plugs, half in, half out. No, 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 thank
An
God.
army duffel bag is 41 inches tall and 14.5 inches deep.
I've got like literally chew toys all
Oh, they're going to shove a kid in one.
over the house, but she's too young for that. I expect that stage to come when she's not like up my butt. Why don't you just get in your bed if you're going to get under the She was an E3 that would be Seaman, so she is a Seaman Rogers. Okay. Katie does the same thing to Nina by filming and getting involved in Chris's custody. I just feel so bad that Katie,
I'm not sure how much involved she was, but she is his wife, and she does care for the child when the child is there. So there's that. She has more of a right to be involved than any of you to even mention or talk about it.
Katie is. I never seen such a smile on Katie's face as she had that day she was hugging Faith.
No, she
I don't
was
ever recall seeing a
E5,
picture of her hugging her own boy like that.
a petty officer.
I have never seen a picture of her hugging her own boy like that at all. Nice to see you, Shay.
Because Seth is only showing you pictures that he took when Katie was mostly at work. That's why you're seeing one sided pictures, Betty, which is exactly the narrative Seth has been running. That he was this great stay at home, stable dad who got fired from a job because he put his hands on her, allegedly, in the break room.
I'm constantly talking to locals about this, and they are assuming this case
Thanks
is
for coming
cold
in,
and
Snitchman.
done. That's pretty darn sad. I can promise you it's not done. It's not done. If this is the best we've got from Sumner County, they haven't heard me roar yet. They haven't heard me roar yet.
Yeah, exactly. She's talking about the only pictures she pays attention to are the ones Seth shows and the ones Seth gives her.
We haven't even began. I'm giving them opportunities, but you know what? I'm an American citizen, and I have a
Betty, nobody owes you anything. What do you mean you're giving them opportunities? Who the hell are you?
right to advocate for these cases.
You
The
do not.
Constitution gives me a right to advocate for these cases.
It gives you a right, but no one else, right? Isn't that what you said earlier? You don't advocate for nobody but your selfish ass. You do not advocate for these children. I have worked with a lot of child advocates, a lot of guardian ad litems, a lot of case managers, and I've never had anybody advocate the way you do. The court would have put them out.
And, diplomatic, we're trying to be diplomatic with law enforcement right now. At the end of the day, I just want Seth to have answers. I don't need the answers. I don't care about the answers. I don't care about the answers.
You are such a liar. You just sat here and cried because you're not getting any answers and you're demanding answers, but you're a nobody. You're right. You're not entitled to them. You're not getting them.
Being on this platform, I don't care. I want
Liar.
Seth to have those answers.
Hey,
I
Monkey
want Seth
Mark.
to know what happened to his son. And I'm really disappointed in law enforcement and in the stuff that I've heard out there. Now, I've got to,
Hey,
I'm a
Emma.
reasonable person, so I know that everything I'm hearing can't be
Hey,
true.
SG.
Okay, I am a reasonable person. I'm applying that
Reasonable?
logic into this. Okay, but the stuff that I've heard in Sumner County from Gallatin Police Department, from Henderson Police Department, from Sumner County themselves is not very positive or good. And these
It's because they didn't fall for your crap. Even some small town police department didn't fall for your manufactured drama, Betty. Remember, you lied and said you got pulled over when you waved the cop down yourself? Remember when you lied and said someone called your hotel room? Remember when you lied and said Mr. Bowersox was stalking you when in fact it was you doing the stalking? Maybe that's why you don't like them, because they didn't fall for it. Just saying.
are from people that have had contact with law enforcement, that
She's
are in trouble.
personality
When
number
I say
6. Hey,
contact with law
Brad.
enforcement, that are, the ones that are getting in trouble or have this or have that and stuff like that. That's not these people. These people are normal moms and dads in the community saying there's something wrong with our police department. I got problems with that. And I hear it over.
Who cares what problems you have? You don't live there. You are not a Sumner County resident, nor are you a resident of Tennessee. Why don't you take care of some of the crap going on in your own backyard here in Florida, Betty? How come you don't cover none of the missing here? You don't cover much when you're here, and when you do, it's very little. Because you know your antics won't be tolerated here, Betty. That's why you don't do it. Not a cash cow for you, is it? When you can't do your antics.
And over from people that I trust in that community. These aren't the ghetto people of that community. These are the upstanding side, on the right side of the track kind of people. And there's some issues. And they've had a lot of issues with what they perceive as corruption. Even Melissa, I think her name was said to be on Facebook. I think it was that they had been looking for Sebastian since 6:30ish, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Kathy Bowersox is a liar. She is an absolute liar. And if law enforcement never picked up the footage over there on the Bowersox property, then I can guarantee it's gone for forever. And you know what, Kathy?
She's a liar.
You can post your footage if you want. I want to see a timestamp. I want to see timestamps. If your car didn't leave there all night, prove it. Since you have a camera, you can easily put this to bed with some corroborating evidence. And we don't have to take your lying ass word for it. Post the videos. Let's see if she does. I guarantee she does not. What's your bet? What's your bet she gives you no proof or no receipts?
Because she doesn't have to. She doesn't owe you anything. And even if she did, you wouldn't believe it anyway. You'd say, oh, that's doctor. They messed with it. You've already called the woman a liar. You've accused her of being part of some horrible thing that happened to Sebastian. Hell no, I wouldn't give you shit. She know you nothing.
She could just go and take pictures of her, right? Let's see how long mine. I haven't checked mine in a while. I know I've got a fairly busy street. Let's see. How far does it go back? Oops, wrong one. How far does it go
I
back?
need to
Let's go to
get
my
to
clips.
Tennessee or my bank account will be zero. Says it all. Yep.
Let's see how often it re-records over my clips.
Hey, Enid.
So today's the 10th. And I can go all the way back to June 17th. June 17th, June 18th, June 19th. So how many weeks is that? Let me see how many days. Date to date calculator. And what date did I say it went back to?
Who's assuming the case is cold and done? I haven't heard anybody assume that.
June 17th. Let's do date to date calculator.
Oh Lord.
And this is not on a
Hey Joe Beans.
Days between dates. Here we go. So we're going to do, let's see, June 17th.
What in the world, Joneson?
To today. Continue. Include end date, calculate as 1 day. So we'll add today as 1 day. So we'll get an accurate reading for today. So I have 25 days, not quite a full month. And that is on my card. I have a card that's in my sync box. I don't pay for service. I don't pay for
what Gina is saying is false. None of us are assuming that shit coming from a resident of this state. Yep.
Data service. I've got a sync box that syncs it. So it's hooked through my internet. It's all hooked through Wi-Fi, but I can access it anywhere in the world, but I don't have to pay for a subscription fee. So I just have to have internet access, which I always pretty much do, or I'll pay for internet access, or I'll go to a Walmart, a Starbucks, or somebody that provides internet access.
I can see you sitting in a Walmart parking lot bumping off their Wi-Fi. I can see that right now. Another Terry Lynn. Look, the only thing I give Terry Lynn is at least she goes out and puts flyers up and stuff. She doesn't harass and stalk the Proud Poets or the Bower Sox. But other than that, that woman has done her share of shit in this case. She's just as shady as the rest of them. And we're going to be covering some Terry Lynn now. Yes, we are.
So we have 25 days that's collected on this. Now, I don't know what I haven't used the, on like the cloud storage. So I don't know if the cloud storage is the same way or if it holds more than my sync box with the memory card in it. I don't know. So somebody that has the actual service of that is going to know that.
So what
I don't
you're
have
saying
the iCloud.
is you found a way to cheat another business out of their stuff, their service. That's what you're saying.
I don't have Ring. I have Blink. I have the sync box, and I don't have to pay the subscription fee. That's why I got Blink. I don't like subscription. If you guys know anything about me, I like paying for my stuff. I don't like monthly bills. You know, if I can't afford it, I don't want it. I don't like monthly payments. I bought my house free and clear. I bought my car free and clear.
You didn't buy your house. Shut, Betty. Stop lying to people. You did not buy your house free and clear. Stop lying. I mean, no one cares. The only reason why is because you get up here and lie about everything.
Payments, okay? And even my credit cards. I will never allow a credit card company to give me a $10,000.
We know that you don't pay your credit cards, Betty. A couple of them are suing you and have sued you.
What credit? I don't need it.
Which I don't care about.
I don't need it.
I don't go into personal shit like that. But you're the one that keeps bringing this stuff up. Tell the truth if you're going to tell it. That's all I'm saying.
So I have been offered an $8,000 credit card, and I will not get it because when I called them to ask them for less, they would not give me a card with less. And I don't want access to $8,000. I don't need access to $8,000. I think that's absurd. I don't have that bougie lifestyle. I just don't. I'm very simple. Can we find out if Ellie has gotten all the GPS data from all the vehicles and family? They're not telling us. They won't tell us what they have because we're coming down on them because we don't feel like they have forensics. They've never, nobody has described them doing forensics. It's a very, very noticeable process to do forensic testing. Especially if they're looking for blood or human biological materials. You have to black out the windows. You can't do it without blacking out the windows, or you have to go in there at night. Who's going to be working in a house at night? It doesn't make sense for proper protocol. It just doesn't.
I had to check on the kiddos.
Melissa Proudfoot was filmed. Are you talking about at that thing where he was by
Oh, here
the
we go
trophy, that big
again.
trophy? Because I heard some things, and I because it sounded like I've never heard Sebastian's voice except him call his aunt Melissa, and I thought he you could clearly tell that there was he had, he didn't talk like me, he talked a little different, and I could tell that,
Hmm.
and I applied that with Katie. Oh, that reminds me, the conversation that we had
Hey,
about
Maureen.
the intellectual and the schooling. I think that that's answered, and I'll read you guys some stuff from that as well. Let me just get through these
Yes, you
things.
can't see Nikki.
This case just drives me nuts. I pray Sebastian is found, although I feel it will be it'll be his remains. My heart just breaks for Seth. It breaks my heart breaks for Seth too, because he's out there looking. And the hardest part is, what if he's the one that finds his son? And I want him to be the one that finds his son, but I don't want him to be the one that finds his son. He's just been the biggest rooter and the biggest fighter for Sebastian. I mean, you guys know I've gone to the mattress several times, and this man's fought more than I have.
Huh?
He's fought more than I have. This man loves his son. He wants his son home. He wants his son home safe.
Guess what? He has a mother that loves him very much and wants him home. He has a stepfather that loves him and wants him to be found safe too. You refuse to accept that. The child has family that wants him home, not just Seth. They're just not out here stirring up all this trouble, keeping all this drama going because he's lost in all this drama.
We all know where Seth is today. You know,
No, we don't.
um,
You know what he's
we all know
told
where he
you.
is today. He let
Where
us
is
know that they
he?
were doing this weekend. Um,
Okay. Supposedly, now this is just a crazy idea. Hey, Dark Horse, you can tell me I'm nuts. I'll be okay with that. However, we all know Betty is about the money and about a budget. Which, hey, my hats off to her because I'm a budget person. I have to be. I got two kids I got to take care of, and my daughter's outgrown everything for school. But at least out of her 100 things she picked out as choices for her birthday, she did pick out some clothes. And never give your 9-year old your Amazon account and sit there and say, okay, pick out some things and save it. Yeah, she saves a lot so that there's choices. Because she said everybody needs choices. Yeah, okay. Anyway, maybe I don't even have the right to mention this, but I'm going to. There's a search coming up, allegedly, or supposedly, with Seth involved. Betty claims she's heading back there. You don't, I'm just wondering, who's paying for this trip? Hmm? And that's exactly what she does. Boy, Chico, you got her pegged tight, don't you? Mm-mm. I don't. And another thing I don't like she does, if you don't like Tennessee, then stay the hell away from it. Because I don't ever hear her say nothing good. But yet she's always in that state. She manages to always find a case. And that is really weird. But she always manages to find a case in Tennessee to attach herself to. I think a lot of it is location. She don't have to travel that far. She can drive there herself. She can stay in her car. That's just, it's just weird that she always finds a case in Tennessee to attach herself to. There's a lot of other states with missing people, and Tennessee is a beautiful state. It really is. Every state has their ups and downs, but I'm sick of her slamming them and slamming law enforcement like they're nothing. When her own backyard isn't no A1 steak, if you know what I mean.
But at the end of the day, it's him, it's father and a bunch of strangers. The mom's not there, the family's not there. It's the father and a bunch of strangers trying to find his son.
The family is there. Exactly what has Seth done? What exactly has he done? Grifted? Made a lot of money and got a lot of attention? But he hasn't been out searching. He wouldn't even contribute to the billboards for his son. Huh. Okay. Did he contact any chain stores to put up Sebastian's flyer? Did he get it put up? Nope. Nope. I don't believe he was instrumental in setting up anything. I think that was all done for him by other people.
That's it. That's it. He literally has an entire family network in Hendersonville that won't even help.
They have helped, Betty. Just because somebody doesn't do things the way you think they should, doesn't mean they're not doing anything. The problem is you don't know what they've done or are doing. And you don't need to know. It's not your business.
Not the cousins, not the aunts, not the uncles, not the alleged grandparents, step-grandparents, whatever you want to call them. Nobody.
Hey, K-Mash.
Nobody is willing to help. The people that are right there, the closest to ground zero, are
we
the
should
most...
get t-shirts with that on. If I don't get to Tennessee, my bank account's going to be zero. Bullhorn Betty 2024. You're the second one to put that in chat. We need to get t-shirts. Hey, Michelle. My kids are in there cracking up. Whatever's on that TV must be funny.
Unwilling to help.
Either that or they're beating each other up.
Sumner County Sheriff's Office is a competent law enforcement agency that needs to be audited by the federal agency, in my opinion. They need to be audited by the... But you know what? TBI is a lot of fault.
Why do they need to be audited? I think that they acted very quickly and pulled out all the stops for this case. So you tell me why they should be audited. Maybe because there's a lot of other missing kids that don't get no attention by the police departments there. Maybe that should be why they should be audited. Because if they can do it for one, they should do it across the board for all. And it shouldn't matter if you're yellow, pink, purple, or blue. All that should matter is that you're missing. Period. Can we talk about those kids, Betty? You spend so much time there, you should know how many kids are missing. Oh, they're not your cash cows, right? You won't make any money.
TBI to me is I back the blue, and I don't like Tennessee law enforcement. I'm at a crossroads, because I know there are great men and women of blue in Tennessee. They are being, in my opinion, guided and directed improperly. Whoever is above the great men and women in blue.
We could get t-shirts made. We could have one for every day of the week. We could have one with her face on it with a big, like Chico said, the big red circle with the line through it over her face. We could have the one where, got to get to Tennessee or my bank account's going to be as we could have one for every day of the week. And you know what? We don't have to use the Dollar Tree, $1.25 t-shirts like her buddy Sonia and her do. We could actually go to $1.99.
Cops. The top brass is failing at their job. In both TBI and in Sumner County, if I had to guess. I'm not saying that the detectives are not working hard. I'm just saying that they're...
Yes, you are. But that's exactly what you're saying. You can't say they're working hard and then turn around and say that they suck. It can't be both.
Handcuffed. And I want to know why.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that they're being handcuffed. If I had to guess, I'm not saying that the detectives are not working hard. I'm just saying that they're being handcuffed.
Handcuffed.
And I want to know why.
How? How are they being handcuffed? If they would give every missing kid this attention, there would be a lot less missing kids. A lot of those kids would be recovered and returned home. So You tell me how they're being handcuffed in this case. Because they sure have pulled out all the stops for being handcuffed. Damn. If that's what you do when you're handcuffed, Lord, I'd hate to see what they do when they're not. Hell, everybody missing in that state would be found. If that's the case, according to you.
I want to know why the state attorney. And that's what, you know what? As a matter of fact, we are going to be starting action. Starting Monday of next week, I've
Depends on
got,
the day of the
obviously
week,
legal
Chica.
paperwork I've got to finish up and finalize. But starting next week, once I get this stuff.
Okay, Betty, I know what you're doing. You're going to concentrate next week 7 times a day, every day of the week. You're going to talk about the DA. The thing is, I can't bet that, Betty. I can't verify that. I have looked. I have talked to people that have had contact, regular contact with the Proudfoots, and I can't confirm any of that. No one knows about this DA being at their house telling law enforcement what evidence to gather and stuff on the 3rd day. Nobody but you. And the Facebook group you got it from. JLRs, I guess.
Wrapped up, which is why I'm going early today, and I'll be going later in the afternoon so you guys can still get content throughout the day while I finish preparing my legal paperwork.
Yeah, we know you're going to file some bullshit, frivolous paperwork in your lawsuit blaming Queen Bee for everything that happened in Tennessee and everything that's happened before and after. You're going to blame it all on Queen Bee when it has nothing to do with Queen Bee. It's just more frivolous shit for you to file. I don't know when that judge is going to wake the fuck up and say, enough with this asshole, you're out. Because that should have been done already. You don't listen to the court. You ignore what the court tells you or what the court orders. I don't understand why the court still has any kind of patience with you. But oh, don't worry. We'll be reviewing your next frivolous filing. You're not going to get a sanction or any kind of protection order against Queen because Queen had absolutely nothing to do with any of it. You manufactured all that, Betty, and you know it. And you're more than happy to lie in court documents. You do it all the time. I know I've reviewed them. I proved you're a liar. I showed the videos to your statements and showed what really happened and how you lied. And I'll be happy to do it again. See, because unlike you, I do my homework.
But we are going to start applying pressure. I've had it.
Oh, Lord.
The hate
here
channels
we
can start
go.
calling Sumner County and the DA's office and let them know I'm coming for their ass. Okay? We're going to start a phone campaign. We're going to start a mail campaign.
Oh my God. She's going to start having people emailing and calling Sumner County law enforcement and the TBI. Jesus Christ. Are you got to be kidding me? You have got, and people will do it. The people in her chat will absolutely do it. I hope this gets her in trouble because I'm going to clip this and make sure TBI has it so they know who's behind it.
We're going to start a open records, public records campaign. We are going to start applying this pressure. If they don't want to do forensic testing in this home, then fine.
You are no one to try to force law enforcement to do anything. They don't need to do forensics. This was not a crime scene. It is being treated as a runaway, an endangered runaway, but as a runaway. There is no crime scene to do forensics on, you idiot. And you are no one to try to force law enforcement to do anything because you're not relevant in the case. You're not a relative. You're not a friend. You're not a nothing. You know what? One of these times you're going to poke law enforcement too much and you're going to get those cuffs on you yet again. Only this time you won't be able to get out of it.
They're going to be bugged the crap out of until they get off their ass and do something inside this home. A little more than walking dogs through it and using heat penetrating whatever they used. Sorry, but if the kid's not there or not breathing, that piece of equipment is absolutely no good. So they've done squat in this house while they allowed.
You have no idea what they've done in that house. They've been there probably a dozen times. You don't know what they've done. You weren't there. Seth, who is your source, can't tell you either because he wasn't there. He doesn't live there. And law enforcement isn't telling him nothing because they can't get him to keep his mouth shut.
Katie to have a professional cleaner come in and clean their home.
Oh my God.
Squat.
Betty, it's not a professional cleaner in the sense of what you're trying to make it out to be. It's probably a local housekeeping service. They do basic housework, Betty. Vacuum, clean the bathrooms, that kind of stuff. Stop acting like it was this serious professional cleaning service cleaning some crime scene because that's exactly what you're alluding to. And that's not the case. And so fucking what? I wish I could have a housekeeper once in a great while come by. Now my neighbor gets hers done for $100. It's all the lady charges her, does her house. But then again, she don't have much to do. It's just her and her husband, and they're not home much, and they're elderly. So I don't know what she charged me because I need my floors scrubbed, and yeah, I don't know. But hell, I would love a day off. You want to come do it? Oh wait, you said you only scrub your floors once a month. Never mind. Never mind. I could. No offense, Betty, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
So now the hate channels can start making the phone calls because I'm going to make the phone call and tattle on myself and let them know that I'm going to start raising hell if things don't start getting done. They have probable cause to be in that house.
I got a thing from the lady that does my neighbor's house. I told my husband, I said, for my birthday, get me a day or two off. But just have somebody just come and give the house a good once over, the bathrooms and stuff. Give me a minute. I don't know if he'll listen. Who knows? We may not even do the birthday thing this year. We may just skip it. I don't know.
For forensics, and they're not doing it. And obviously, Nick Barris, I have wrote him. He's not asking the damn questions.
Nick Barris don't care about you, Betty. You're not relevant to him. He also knows who you are and what you are, and I don't blame him for totally ignoring you. Not at all. He's the real media. He's the real credentialed media. He actually has a real press badge that gets him into stuff. Yeah, go figure. He didn't have to print his up off the internet like you and be a poser. Yeah, he's legit.
Asking the questions.
You don't think he hasn't asked? He is an actual reporter, Betty. You are not. Your interview with Seth was not. You didn't go there, Betty. You didn't ask none of the hard questions either. You asked exactly what you were allowed to ask. That was scripted. That was already worked out, which you and Tony admitted to before the interview. It was really a letdown and pathetic. But there you go. It showed how unprofessional you really are. I mean, you showed up ready to go to a fucking nightclub.
She slivered out just now. You guys just heard her sliver out. I just want to show you what she does. You guys just heard her sliver out. Look how long she is. She throws her legs out, and then she's a serpent. She just slivers right out there and gets right next to me. You know where you're going. Say, I'm a little sneaker.
I don't know. My husband said, Kathy, all you do is the one time a couple years ago when you were really sick and we hired the neighbor girl, all you did was follow her around, and she didn't do the way you do. But see, when you're cleaning a freaking floor, okay, do you not move stuff? I mean, stuff that's easy to move and, should be moved because, you know what I mean? That's what he's talking about. But, I went back over it and, I move out, the table and just typical things, because I'm never going to have the cable guy or somebody come here and move out my stands, and there's going to be a bunch of dirt behind it. That's just not going to happen. Weird, I know, but
Little sneaker. I'm a sneaker, sneaker, sneaker. I think it's because I get loud and excited, and she wants to come and comfort me. I don't know. It seems like when I feel my blood boiling, that I feel this little thing start going up to my. Sitting here and complaining about something is never my forte. Never been my forte. It'll never be my forte. I'm not the one that sits and complains. So we are an action-focused group here that advocates for missing people and
God.
deceased people.
What? What? Did you just say? Did you just say that complaining isn't your forte? Oh, Betty, but it is. You've got that shit down pat, girl. Don't worry, you got it down pat. And who you advocating for here? Yourself? Yeah, that you do.
We're dealing with a missing persons case that I feel.
You don't advocate for anybody but your pocket.
Hi. How are you doing? Look at that yawn. All right, I'll hold you. I'll hold you. I'll hold you. Oh. Oh, little baby goals. Little baby goals.
Okay,
These
I
old
gotta
people
fast
hung
forward.
before freaking 10:30. They asked her when she got to Katie's. She said she didn't get there until 10:30. We got Chris saying that he called his mom first thing in the morning to go help Katie while he was, heading there or whatever he said. And then you got Seth saying that he was there. You got the neighbor saying that she was there. So she was there by the time Seth got there. Seth got there before 9. So she had to have been.
Seth told you he wasn't sure when he got there. And Betty, she didn't have anything to do with it. That wasn't her car at either place. Her car was in her driveway. Face it, accept it. And can you please move on?
Been there way before then. Somebody said that she was seen helping Kathy or Katie.
Seth, because she called Seth, and that's who she was talking to, or she's alluding that that's who she was talking to a couple of minutes ago on her live. And he told her he thinks he got there around 8:45, but he's not sure. So he's not sure when he got there, but he can tell you when she got there. Okay, mountain of truth right there.
Search or something like that before. So I don't know. I don't know. Are you ready to get down now? Okay. You ready to go back to bed? No. Okay. Got to give her options.
Oh, that's
Katie Proud should be ashamed of herself, y'all, as a mother alone. I don't know why. You know what the problem is that even after all this time, she ain't breaking down. She ain't coming to the media.
But the thing is my take on him and what I've seen, he likes the younger models. Let's just say that. The younger versions. But this would be his kind of woman, hands down, because she would follow him blindly and spew the hate and lies,
Mainstream media, nobody, and just begging for her son back. This is like the West Case 2.0 with their behaviors.
Yeah, I think Nonsense has pretty much nailed all that down if you listen to the lives the times. But you know what? Maybe that's something we should do, Ange. Put an exact timeline. That's a good idea, really.
This is like the West Case. Remember? I understand. Remember how they said, we understand that people are going to be thinking that you see what I'm saying? Like literally their behaviors and how they're handling the media and then shutting everybody off and running away.
Who is shutting everybody off and running away? Betty, they weren't out here in the media to begin with. Because they're not jumping from panel to panel spreading bullshit and drama. If they do go on a panel, they're slammed for it. If they don't, they're slammed for it. It's a no-win situation. No matter what they do, there'd be something wrong with it.
Running away in a camper. Remember their RV that was on that desolate stretch that law enforcement pulled over? AV Watchman just happened to be there, and he was able to record the entire takedown of Trezell and Jacqueline West.
What does that have to do with this?
And these people literally took those boys out.
What does that?
They adopted them for profit.
You are talking about two complete different cases. They have nothing to do with each other.
And didn't want to take care of them, and took those boys out, and I believe to keep collecting.
You're disgusting, because that is a horrific story. What happened to those boys was beyond freaking. And those two deserve the death penalty, in my opinion. That bitch doesn't deserve to be breathing the same air as anybody. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, but she doesn't. That's where I'm okay with the DP, as long as they're not drug out for 20 freaking years. There's just some things unacceptable. But you bringing up that what happened to them kids, Betty, has nothing to do with this case. And it's, leave them boys alone. Leave them rest in peace. That's the best thing you can do for that, is leave that story alone. Leave that case alone. Those little angels deserve to rest in peace. Because God knows they didn't get it while they were alive. You're a sick bitch.
Before they were reported. The problem is in the system, when you adopt children that are in the foster care system, the other parents, not necessarily the parents, but the grandparents, they have a right to see those kids according to these.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And I can tell you that with 1,000% certainty, because I'm in that system. No, they don't. When rights are gone, they are gone. That's it. It's now, if the adoptive if there is no adoption and it's just permanent guardianship, chances are they won't stay their whole time in the system in that specific home, because unfortunately they do shuffle kids around. It sucks. But the foster family, yeah, they will do visits with the grandparents. That can be worked out with case management. But once they're in permanency in the state of Florida, the case is closed. So whatever the visitation is set up in the permanency agreement. And if it's not in the permanency agreement, it's not happening. And there's not a lot of grandparents in the permanency agreements usually. But it can be done, yes. But once it's in adoption, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Again, that would be the discretion of the adoptive parents. They are no longer part of the system. They are their children.
Documents a right to see these kids around Christmas. So I think it was getting to the time where the other side of the family was making requests to spend time with their family members that were in the care of the West. And they weren't going to be able to produce the children. And I think that's when they had no choice but to report the children missing. And if you notice, it was getting close to the holidays, even though these boys were allegedly gone for months. I think summer passed in that hot car. I do too.
Yeah, that live, I didn't even know about that one with Running Up Church. Like I said, I didn't know her. And nonsense, you knew what my feelings were. I made it clear at the beginning when she first started coming around a couple months ago. I had, some weird feelings. I didn't know. I never thought it was going to be anything like that's happened. No, I never thought that. But yeah, that blew my. I didn't even know about that because I never looked into her. I never, wasn't that enamored. She has a very low center of gravity and a lower IQ. She would be perfect for second. Yeah, the younger, yeah.
I think, no, I think she drowned, to be honest with you. I think she drowned in the water.
Who are you talking about?
And I think they tried to cover it up or thought she would be okay because she hadn't taken a turn for the worse. But it's finicky like that. I tried to describe,
Is
um,
she back again on Summer? How did she go back to Summer?
when I was 18, I had a friend. It was me and two other friends. And one of them had a child. She was the first one out of the three to have children. And then my other friend ended up having a daughter. Her daughter's okay. Um, but there was a time when my friend and her boyfriend went on a date. They had just had the baby, so they sent the child over to his grandparents or his parents' house to watch their son. And so they went out and had dinner, movie, or a date night, a normal date night with grandma and grandpa watching the baby. Well, the baby was crawling and walking and stuff like that, and there was a kid gate up, and it didn't. There was no alarm or anything like that happened. But the kid got into the pool, and the little boy drowned. He was resuscitated back, and of course we all get the call. And
Okay, Betty, that happens. What? Sorry, I was talking to my kids. What? No, not right now, buddy. In a little bit, okay? All right? All right, love you. Oh, he's mad at me. Oh, he's been playing this whole. Well, anyway, Betty, unfortunately, that happens here in Florida a lot because of all the swimming pools. I have alarms on my doors, and the lock is up high. But if that door is budged, that alarm goes off like no other, and it's so freaking loud. But it happens. My insurance agent, when we bought our house, we were friends with him and his wife. They were older, They waited till they were in their 40s to have kids. Um, they were having a little gathering at the house, and their 2-year old drowned. It was an accident. Accidents happen. But when I was a child, those little wooden baby gates don't work because there was one on our porch. I was in third grade. I'll never forget this day. When they say that something traumatic stays with you, it stamps in your head, in your brain, it does. Peter was 3. He got that gate open that was supposed to have been locked down, and damn wooden baby gates didn't work. He got it open, went down the porch steps chasing a ball out into, which was a busy road. It was a busy road. He got hit by a tractor trailer. I was in third grade. I seen a little 3-year-old boy melted. Part of his body melted to the grill of that truck. That's shit you don't forget.
we run to the hospital. We're all there. Just a little boy. I mean, it was the most horrific. I was only 18.
Sorry I was so graphic. But to this day, I see it just like I did then. But ever since that day, I was determined that I was going to be the one to help people when they were hurt, so I could save them all, because I thought I could save them all. And that's why I went into the medical field. I never stopped, though I did want to be a coroner.
19 years old at the time. It was very traumatic for me to see, to be around a little boy 1 minute and to see him in a little, just this, golly, he was
It's
just so
awful.
tiny with all these tubes coming out of him. And
Mm,
so we were praying, we were holding my friend. She was so angry at
okay.
the grandparents. Obviously it was not intentional, but, it doesn't change the fact of a mother's anger, a mother's rage, of a situation like this. It
Hmm.
doesn't change it. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. And you can't be angry with her for going off. It was her kid, you know? And I know that that probably will stay with those grandparents for the rest of their life. And it's just a very unfortunate thing, but she was so, so, so angry. And, her son, we started quit chewing on this. You got your toy.
All
He's
right, I'm
starting to get
tired
some
of your
color.
story.
Hoping we were very thankful, and that was it for him.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to say it's a finicky problem when your brain loses oxygen. It kills. Your brain starts dying very, very quickly.
So, what does this have to do with Sebastian again? Because I don't understand what this has to do with Sebastian.
And it just goes to show you, even if you think something is going to be different, it could change just like that. And so we know Summer was in the water. When we hear all the descriptions of everybody, even
Oh my
those,
God, I've seen the freaking videos. You've seen the freaking videos. Summer was fine in that water. She was fine afterwards. Stop it. She didn't drown 12 hours later. Okay? Stop it.
Candace tried to lie and say she was down there. She watched Summer. We know that Candace was not that type of
Oh
mother.
my
We know
God.
that 100% hands
Exactly.
down. There is nothing that shows that she really was that type of mother that cared. I mean, she'd throw her kids out the door, get drunk, and pass out in her freaking recliner for hours on end. She wasn't a hover mom. Okay?
Okay. You don't have any evidence of this. Because if there was any real evidence of this, law enforcement there would have been enough to charge with neglect at least. There's nothing, Betty. All the videos that we have seen of that day was not the way you're saying.
So we heard Hunter, and he was describing this event where he's screaming in the water, Summer, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No,
And
he actually backtracked on that and changed that up. So yeah, I don't believe any of that, and neither should you.
reaches down
He was a kid who was high. Okay? That's the truth.
and picks her up. If you hear that story,
And who was strummed and played by people like you and Chris.
it was a Chris
Hey,
McDonough. And
10.
Chris McDonough did the interview himself
Yeah, another dirtbag like you. Yay.
with Hunter.
And Hunter
And
has
if you
since backtracked on a lot of that. So there's that.
listen to the story, it sounds like she drowned. What he's describing is a drowning. And he's trying to say that she just popped up. Then why did you need to put your hand into the water and pull her up? It sounded like nobody was paying attention to her. There
Yeah,
was a possibility of
Michelle,
her
there
hitting her
was.
head on something. I don't know.
She did not. She was fine. Watch the videos, you idiot.
Ellie perceived Valor Sox as good community members, of which statistics show 96% of the community members do not commit violent crimes. I believe they are in the 4% that do. Not all that glitter is
What?
gold, Ellie. Absolutely. We'll put that up there.
What? Ellie perceived Bower Sox as good community members, of which statistics show 96% of community members do not commit violent crimes. I believe they are in the 4% that do not all that glitters is gold, Ellie. What an idiot. Oh my God. I can't. You don't know these people. You've never spoke to them, Mama Bear. You've never looked into their eyes. Nothing. You don't know anything about these people. You just have this shit bucket right here as mouth. telling you crap. And Brittany J's mouth. You know, the likes of them kind of people. I'm sorry, but I can't with Brittany J. I can't. And I'm not going to get into her today. I'm not going to have time because this is taking too long. But
Apparently, there's a storage unit close by Worshams. One
I might come back after burnt toast tonight and finish up Brittany J because I found something else I want to point out and go over of Brittany J and her fabulous panels.
person said they saw the car at both places. I've been hearing a lot about this storage unit too. And one of the things I had asked
Oh
early on in
gosh,
this
now we're going to
is
run
for
with a
people to call
storage
around, but we
unit.
were asking about Chris and Katie. I didn't even think that Bower Sox back then
Wait a
could
minute.
have
How are we running to a storage unit now? We haven't even got through the pickle bag yet. I put about 10 minutes time into getting you that pickle bag, Betty. I want more out of it than that.
possibly involved. I thought that they were pieces of crap, but I thought that they just stuck up for their son, like normal parents do. They defend their children, right? So I just thought it was that. I thought it was that until the vehicle seen in the light. Once that vehicle seen in the light, that was it for me.
Oh.
I don't believe her. She's saying that she didn't get there
Well,
until everything that they have said to us has been a flat out lie or hasn't been corroborated or partly
it
true.
has?
Partly true.
Oh.
So, anyways, guys, we've been on here a little bit long for today. I've got to
Okay.
get started on my I get working on my paperwork, my legal paperwork. We'll be back later
Yeah,
this afternoon.
she's filing something, like I told you, she's filing something frivolous in Queen Bee's lawsuit. And she's filing something to blame Queen Bee for everything that's happened. And she's going to try to get some stupid motion or some stupid order that she's not going to get, that's going to get thrown out. And she's just wasting the court's time and wasting money, which is her goal.
Afternoon, I'll be doing 3 shows. So today, so I haven't even been on TikTok in a really, really, really long time. So I
In a
appreciate
really,
everybody.
really long time, you mean since yesterday? Oh, that's right. You usually on 7, 8 times a day. So I guess to you, that's a long time. I mean, you only coming on 5 times is really cutting into your court paperwork time, isn't it?
That has come here this morning and looked at this, but we have to start really looking at Katie, Chris, Kathy, and Terry.
Oh.
Now, I'm a little suspect with the other family members because for the fact that they have not come out to help look for Sebastian, that tells me that they know, the whole family knows what happened.
They do?
You see what I'm saying? So this is not something that just Katie and Chris know.
Oh, they do? Well, damn, you got some receipts on that? Because did you ever think that maybe they are doing things that you don't know about? Because it's not your business. And do you ever think that maybe they're cooperating with law enforcement and actually listening to what law enforcement is advising them to do? Just curious. I mean, you don't know these people. You have no idea what they're doing. But yet, here we are. I don't know, Bets. I don't know.
Fact that none of the family has come out, none of the cousins, none of the aunts, none of the uncles, nobody has come out to help this child, help look for this child, help post fires, help post signs, since the entire family sat this one out. It is my belief that the entire family knows the truth. The entire family.
Oh boy.
I think Aunt Melissa knows what happened. I think Dara knows what happened. I think Katie and Chris know what happened. I think Kathy and Terry know what happened. And I think their other sisters, siblings, and relatives, even Danny Guy, I think they all know exactly what happened. Because none of them have helped. Big D, Mr. Moneybags, hasn't even raised it a reward. When the reward that was put out there, it was put out there by their businesses in that community, probably associated with Kathy. Not one person in their family raised one single dollar by themselves for the efforts of Sebastian.
What efforts? What reward? There is no reward. Yet Seth has raised easy $70K plus. And I'm probably being easy on that. What's he done? Where's the reward fund? The Proudfoots have done. They have contributed to the billboards. They have put signs up. They have put out flyers. They have done things, Betty. What has Seth done? Everything that he was given was donated to him. The so-called vigils were not set up by Seth. They were arranged by other people. What has he done exactly? He's gotten all this money for his living expenses. His words, not mine. What has he contributed?
The Bowerstocks didn't. The Proudfoots didn't. Their family didn't.
Hmm.
Nobody did. They relied on everybody else's generosity to
No,
pony up the reward.
no, there was no reward, you dumb shit. There was no real legit reward ever set up. I know what you're talking about, Betty, with the reward with that lawyer. Number one, that was never went through. It was never brought to fruition or whatever you want to say. What are you talking about? Where is Seth's reward fund? I mean, the same thing could be asked right back at you for him.
They told us that there was $3,500, and then Chris tells
No,
us, "Oh
it
well."
was supposed to, it was not like it was actual cold cash that was donated. It was a promise, like a promissory note. But the reward fund never came through. There is no reward fund.
Oh, that was
She's
just a
lying.
pledge from a company. So basically, the reward's gone. That's what we just found out.
There was no, you didn't just find out. It's been known for freaking months. What are you talking about? You just found out. There was never no real reward fund, Betty. It never went through. Nothing ever came of it. Because of the shady attorney involved. Are you kidding me? You just found out. No, this has been out here.
What, like a month ago? There's no reward?
No,
and then everybody's attacking.
It's been known about that. It's been longer than that. What are you talking about? Seth is the one collecting all this money, the GoFundMe, the Cash Apps. Where's his reward?
Seth saying, why is there no reward? Because there was a reward.
No, there wasn't.
Chris and Katie is the one that stated
there was no reward. There was no actual cash that changed hands. There was no actual account set up.
That there was. And then I find out that they have not ponied up. And I even said that months ago, that they didn't even pony up $1 single for the reward.
Did Seth? What does Seth pony up for the reward, Betty? What did he put in the reward fund, Betty? Out of all the money he's collected. Chris and Katie haven't collected a dime. They've not taken a nickel, but they have given. They have put out for the billboards. They have put out for signs. They're doing things you don't know about, and you don't need to know. Not your business. But where's your buddy Seth's donations? Huh? The one out here collecting all the cash.
And here Seth has been trying to raise money, not only to pay for PIs, but to provide a reward.
No, oh my God, that is such a lie. That is such a freaking lie. It's been 5 months. He's not set up a reward. He's had more than enough donations to do that. He has stated himself, this money is for his living expenses. Because he can't work. He can't work because he was off work before Sebastian went missing. But he didn't tell everybody he was still getting paid. Stop your shit. If you're going to do it, tell the truth at least.
And of course, naturally, the assholes here on this platform want to prevent him from doing it while saying, why aren't you raising a reward? Where the hell is he going to pull the money from?
Where's he going to pull the money from? How about the 26K plus GoFundMe? How about the endless cash apps that to this day still flow in? Which I'm probably way off on the amount. Because I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't closer to 100K. He's still getting money. And you can bet during that live the other night, he got a lot of cash apps. In fact, there's somebody that gives him $250 a week.
But idiots? People on here are freaking idiots.
Not to mention he's still being paid from his job. But okay.
Oh, he's profiting off his kid. Why is there no reward fund? Maybe because you guys have absolutely destroyed this man from being able to even raise money to help his son or aid in the efforts of his
Destroyed
son.
him? How? How has anybody stopped him from raising money? He had to shut the GoFundMe down, Betty. It exceeded the amount they were asking. His Cash App's not shut down. It's still being circulated and pushed hard. He's still taking in money. So you tell me how he was stopped. Let me see the Cash App for the night he was live, Betty.
Maybe that has something to do with it. Oh, but you didn't think of it like that, right? You think you're bullying just what? Is a click and a view for you?
But
No, it causes real.
He said the billboards were a waste of time and money. And he wasn't going to contribute to them.
Damage, dum-dum.
He don't have the money.
Real freaking damage.
Mm-hmm. What damage? He's the only one doing damage out here. And standing beside someone like you is doing damage out here.
Real freaking damage.
Oh my
So
Lord.
I don't know what we're going to do with the reward fund, but the reward fund needs to be substantial for anybody to come off. And I don't think no matter what the reward fund in this case will be, it'll never bring the information we need. You want to know why? Because the people that hold the answers are the Proudfoots and the Bowersocks. That's why. That's why. That family. And I don't see any amount of money making that family break. Just saying. Oh, thank you. I'll send that over to him. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution. I think one of the neighbors is a relative. He said he would do anything for the Proudfoots. Can anyone corroborate this? He does have a friend that lives next to him that apparently he's buddy-buddy with. I don't know how that works out. But Bobby talked a little bit about the relationship with the one neighbor. But it sounds like other than that, it's just the one neighbor. So I don't really know. I really don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you guys have stuff for flyers and stuff, I thank you, SPED teacher, but I'm going to end up sending this over to Seth. So if you guys got some funds for flyers and stuff like that, I'd really like it.
And that's another thing. She keeps taking donations for Seth. A Molly thing on her Cash App, her PayPal, and her Super Chats. And then she was trying to post this shit like, well, I got this Cash App or this PayPal for Seth and I'm going to send it over. But she never sends any confirmation she sends it over. That's just fishy. I don't think I don't like that, man. Send it directly to Seth's Cash App. What are you sending it to Betty for? That's just my opinion.
Because I've got just a limited flyers and limited bracelets here that I'm going to be mailing out to I'm going back in the order in which I received those requests and the addresses. It's going to take me a little bit because I know they were, a few weeks ago, and there's a lot of emails that came in since then. So I got to get through the emails, but I'm going to go from the bottom, the first ones, and work my way to the newest ones, because I think that the people that wrote first should be the first that gets the flyers and the band. So I do appreciate it. I don't know if you sent one in. I know Michelle did.
Excuse me.
There were several people. I think Renee. I don't know. There were several people in here, so I've got to go through those and get those out. But we'll do the mailing together, so you guys will know which one of you guys made the cut and which one for who's going to be receiving the flyers and the bracelets. So
what?
Are you literally chewing on my clothing now?
Okay, so the stuff that was given to you for free from Seth, that was provided to Seth, you're not giving away for free? You're having some kind of a contest? I can't.
She's into everything. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to have to let you guys go. I'm going to have to go play with her. I got so much work to do, and I got to stop to play. Oh, thank you, Yogi. Thank you.
She's a puppy baby.
Has LE completely stopped looking or investigating? They haven't done any searches. I don't know what law enforcement's doing, but I'm sick and tired of hearing the same thing coming from Nick Beers. They're doing everything they can. They're turning over every walk possible. Bullshit. There's no forensics. Cut the crap. cut the crap. You know what? I can
Betty, you don't know what law enforcement has done when they've been in that house. And Betty, guess what? There's no freaking crime scene.
I could do an attaboy here and there with Nick Barris, but you know what? I don't like mainstream media because they refuse to get some freaking kahunas and ask the damn questions. Make them tell you they're not going to answer. Where are the freaking forensics? The state attorney and the police there and the sheriff there need forensics. They ain't doing shit. They're wasting time. They're allowing critical evidence to be destroyed like they have since day one. But we're not going to give Eric Craddock a pat on the back. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I love law enforcement, but I refuse to give a man a pat on the back that's 5 months in, and everybody says that all forensics should be done within the first 90 days. The first 90 days. These people are idiots. And whatever.
There's been no crime, Betty. There's been no proof of foul play. There is no crime scene. But again, you don't know what law enforcement did inside that home.
State attorneys there that can't freaking read the damn law. They have
Oh,
probable cause for
Lord,
that
here
home.
we go.
They have probable cause for that home.
They do not. What's their probable cause? A 15-year-old teenager that ran away from home is not probable cause, Betty. It's something that happens every day. Law enforcement said there is nothing to show them there is foul play at this time.
He knows it.
No, you don't know
No
it.
forensics. Sick.
You don't know, Betty.
I just heard just now that Dolly Vision, he put $1,000 reward for. Okay, yeah, okay. Tell him to go put it in an actual account for the benefit of Sebastian Rogers, specifically for the benefit of. I want it specifically in an account, not just him saying I got
Betty,
$1,000.
it don't matter what you
It
want.
never goes anywhere. Never goes anywhere. Trust me, I know his crap too. I've been around Dolly a lot, worked with him, know his shtick. I don't believe it.
No,
Tell him,
you know about his
tell him when he
shit.
puts that $1,000 into a bank account for the benefit of Sebastian Rogers, then I'll believe he's serious. Until then, no.
Hey,
They need to have Grady Judd.
I didn't say it. She said it. Betty, what is going on? We know what is going on. Oh, this computer's going crazy. What is going on? How did I get to the end of it? What is this computer doing?
Want a worry-free way to
Wait a
kill
minute,
bugs?
guys. My computer's going crazy. I have no idea what it's doing. It literally is going crazy. Look at this. It keeps loading all this shit.
30%.
All right, let me stop sharing it and close out and come back in because it's acting crazy. Oh, shit. It took me off. All right, StreamYards, come on. Sorry, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on. It just started going crazy with all these boxes and everything. There we go. All right, now we're talking. Sorry about that. Did law enforcement not take devices out of that house? Yes, they did. Did they search high and low? Yes, they did. But law enforcement didn't do their job. Did they not search 43 ponds, lakes, bodies of water? Yes, they did. You're right. Yep. Yeah. But, she's pissed because see, what is this computer doing? Keeps opening up all these tabs that I'm not opening up. Oh, my Lord. Hold up, guys. I have no idea what is going on with this computer. Whoa. Hold up, guys. I'll be right with you. What the hell is going on here? I have no idea what's going on with this computer. No. What is going on? This fucking computer. Okay, I don't know. This thing is just like going crazy on me. I don't know if it's a thing with YouTube, StreamYard, or what, but it is like going crazy. I think I'm going to get my other mouse. Hold on one second. Hey guys, I'm almost done. You want to go swimming? I know. I'm on here a long time. I'm almost done. You want to eat again? You're always hungry. You guys do nothing but eat, but of course. Just wait a minute.
I have packed a muffin.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry, I was talking to the kids. Gosh, sorry. Well, you guys can't hear me? You can't see the video? I'm sorry. Let me reshare the screen. I don't know why it keeps acting up. This is something with stream. This is something going on because it's twice now. It just went crazy and booted me out and dropped my screen. I don't know if it's StreamYards, YouTube, but for once I know it wasn't me. Sorry, guys. I'll back this up. You guys couldn't hear or see it? I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at chat. I was talking to my kids. Sorry.
Supposed to be my friend. Not only that, but I asked people not to come and
I'll back it up so you can
get up
hear
at
it.
4:30 in the morning. I work very late, and I called into it. Well, I reached out to Dolly, and he basically told me that through our friendship. And so I reached out to he that blocked me, but that was the first of the dings
Sorry,
on
guys.
our friendship. And so I reached out because I had just gotten back from a job, and I went to right into the thing, and I went through all of my accounts. It wasn't one of my accounts blocked; it was all of my accounts. So I reached out to Dolly, and he basically told me that
Yeah, I had to change out my mouse because the one on my iPad, I thought it was the mouse, but apparently it wasn't because the same thing was happening even after I changed out my mouse. And it's not my, it went wacko on StreamYards and YouTube. Um, and then it didn't share, it won't keep the screen shared. It keeps dropping it. I don't know what the hell's going on, but work out the kinks because I'm tired of it. But thank you guys for being patient.
he didn't
Sorry.
block me, and I'm like, well, somebody did. And him and PJ were like, well, one of the two of you blocked me. Who did it? I've done nothing to you to be blocked. Like I was trying to communicate, and I called into a show.
Yes, you have. And the bottom line is, the final nail was that he's not riding the Seth train.
And he gave me a cold shoulder when I was out there speaking about a case, and I couldn't figure out why he gave me a cold shoulder, but he treated me like pure shit. And so I never called his show again. And then I started hearing him dogging on this case. You know, when it was Layla Santinello, he had nothing but great things to say and say how I was a fighter and everything, which is true. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I work very hard all day long.
Doing what?
And then it went from that to me being a piece of shit on this case. And sorry, you were supposed to be my friend. Not only that, but I asked people not to come and dog Seth on my channel to show me respect. And he's the only one that came over there and was so disrespectful to me and my channel. And him and
Betty,
him.
what does it matter to you what he says about Seth? It's not you. It's not about you. You're the one trying to make it about you. That's that. And, you know, they told you they didn't, your friends told you they didn't want involved in your frivolous lawsuit, but you wouldn't listen.
And PJ can be popping all these pills and smoking all this stuff and treating people like pure shit,
What?
like it don't matter. And and PJ can be popping all to me and my channel. And him and PJ can be popping all these pills and smoking all this stuff and treating people like pure shit, like they don't matter. And I'm supposed to sit here.
What? Now she's accusing them yet again of popping things. I don't care if they smoke. Come on, come on. Yeah, no, Cash. It wasn't on me actually this time. That's what I don't understand. It actually wasn't on me. I got kicked twice from StreamYards and YouTube. When it's on me, I can at least take the blame, but I'll take it. Anyway, Betty, you don't have the right to throw accusations out about someone like that. You really don't. Or you're going to end up in so you keep it up. You're going to keep poking and someone is going to bite you back hard. And you're going to lose in your frivolous lawsuit. So I wouldn't even waste time filing. I'm sure whatever you're going to file is going to be at least 30 fucking pages.
And just take it. No, fuck them. Fuck both of them. That's what happened. So screw him. I didn't end our friendship. He did. I just made it public.
Why?
I blocked him. I haven't talked to him in months.
Why'd you make it public?
I could care less. You know why? Because look what he does. He does absolutely nothing. They sit up there with glasses on, look like they're Pimp Daddy and whatever. Go on with that bullshit. That ain't helping nobody. And all they have to do is sit there and do anything they can to keep the attention of their. I'm not with all that. They're entertainers. I'm true crime and searchers. Okay, totally different genres. Totally different.
Okay, you're not true crime. You are drama. You are not searchers. You are not certified or trained to be a searcher. You go and you do the crime tourist thing. You don't search. But okay.
ways of handling business.
You
I
call
was
going within 50 feet of the missing of the parents of a missing child's home and plastering the street with flyers where he lived and they know he's missing. And you did it to poke at them. Because then you proceeded to go to the Bower Sox within 50 feet of their home and plaster that area as well, instead of going to put them where they'd be useful. You did that to harass them people, to try to get a response out of them. And when that didn't work, you manufactured a bunch of drama. And you stalked that poor man. And then you verbally assaulted him. That's work. Okay.
confused back then. I'm not confused today. I don't
Oh,
need these people in my life. They have caused nothing but problems in this case. I will never ever associate with anybody like that ever again. So I'm sad that our friendship's over too. But you know what? And I know once this passes, he's a dude. He thinks that this is just going to go away. No, we're done. DONE. I don't want shit to do with him. I will never answer his phone call. I don't care what happens to him at this point. Him and his boo boo can get screwed. I know he is. I don't know if she is.
Betty, they're not talking about you. They haven't been talking about you. They're not bothered by you not being around, in case you haven't noticed that. Yeah.
Right?
But you can bet the subs you share, if PJ or Dolly would say, no, no way with Betty, you would lose those subs in a red hot second. So I wouldn't push it because you have a lot of inactive subs, and this new wave won't last. But don't push it.
So she can keep being jealous at every single woman. He's going to keep cheating on you, boo. I hate to tell you.
Uh,
He
and
ain't
you
going to
know
change his
this.
stripes after all these years.
You know this how? You know he's cheated on her. How? Was it with you? Was the car thing true? Because y'all did sleep in the car that night. Just asking. I don't know. I'm just asking. You keep saying that he's a cheater. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. But do you have some proof of this? And do you have some proof of the substance abuse that you keep labeling these two as? Because I may not care for PJ, but she just doesn't strike me. I don't know. I just don't see it. Dolly, I don't put nothing past. Can't stand that little maggot. He's like the little garden gnome out there in my flower bed. Um, but you don't have a right to say any of this just because they wouldn't ride the Seth train with you. That's not disrespecting you because they don't like Seth or the things he says. Why do you think it's about you? Why do you make it you? You're not Seth.
So just remember that every time you're down on him, he already with a bunch of boos.
Oh,
Enjoy them.
hey,
She sits there and calculating up
Michelle,
their. They're sick.
butterfly
I'm done.
kisses.
I'm done.
Oh,
I
who
can't be
gifted
associated with them.
memberships? It's just coming through now.
I want to know who contributes to
What is going
elections
on
of
with
sheriffs and
this?
DA. That's great questions. You have political PACs, you've got donors, you've got small donors, you got your big donors, but your
Those
big donors can
memberships
only
are just
usually
coming through now.
contribute up to
See, it's
2,000. But
a
here's the
thing. It's a
trick: these are what
StreamYard
people
YouTube
do when they're in
thing.
politics. They do these things 50
The
different.
membership Shorty bought earlier are just now showing up in chat. See, that's a YouTube C Cash. It wasn't me. It's YouTube and StreamYards. There you go. Yeah, those memberships just came through. I gotta hurry up here. I've been
Organizations.
taking
You're
too long.
like for example, businesses can contribute. So you have, say, one big donor that has maybe 10 or so small businesses or even large businesses. Like each store is their own business, even though they're franchised, right? So you've got different organizations. That one person can literally donate up to $10,000, depending on how many businesses he has, potentially $12,000 if he donates for himself personally. There are some people that create these LLCs for political purposes. I'm not lying. They like even,
You mean
for
you?
example, investors. They have LLCs for just about every venture they go into. So say that they are flipping a house. That's 1434 windmill
Okay. Don't take no business advice from Betty. Please don't. Don't listen to her. Anyway.
street LLC. Flip a house or something like that, is their own separate entity.
Hmm.
Every one of these developers has 50 of these things going on, right? Guess what? He can contribute to a political party 50 times. $2,000, one person.
Hmm.
One person. You know, that's something to look at, in my opinion. There's ways, I'm telling you, I've been around the political and corruption, like true corruption.
Betty, you have not. Stop it. You live in a small town. You go to the town hall meetings and to the school board meetings. That's it. You are not big, well known, and big in politics, Betty. You're the town clown. But outside of that area, you're not. No, stop it. Because you sleep in your car for 2 days just to get a wooden front seat in the front row to see Trump doesn't make you a political activist. It makes you a groupie.
And crew cronyism, you know,
Yeah, she is
true
corrupt.
blue. I've been around it all. And I've been around the loopholes that
Yeah,
they use, that
she
they
just
keep
doesn't
saying to the
strike
public that
me
they're
as.
closing so these things don't
I don't
happen.
know.
Bull.
Betty
Bull.
has no right to say that
They
stuff.
say, oh, well, they're limited to $2,000. Yeah. He's limited to $2,000, and the 50 LLCs under him are limited to $2,000. Just saying. Just saying. There's a treasurer form candidates fill out every 3 months. Yes, they have to fill out and they have to turn in their donations. They have to turn in their, that's how I found out, because I was doing so many, you know, polling, you know, looking at the donors of these politicians. And I would see, you know, I can't remember. I don't think it was Pat Neal. I don't think Pat Neal was that crazy. It was some other builder, but it was a builder. And then it was all of his LLCs for his ventures. And I'm like, I thought we were limited to $2,000. This is a big donor. And it was max contributions for every one of his businesses. Max contributions, $2,000 a piece. That's a lot of money. I'm just saying. George Clooney probably doesn't even give a coffee about the USA. Yeah, no, George Clooney.
Okay, what you got to say about George?
George Clooney is a joke.
He is?
I don't know why people that are, you know, and there are smart people, but they're just not us. Okay, elite people don't understand the middle class, period. They don't understand the struggles we have. Most of these people don't even know what a gallon of milk or gas costs. How are you going to be dictating policy for the country when you don't even know what a gallon of milk costs the regular person? He's an idiot. He's an elitist and he's an idiot. If you notice anything about me, I don't watch movies. I don't support people that are on drugs and have emotional and mental illness and issues like they do in Hollywood, being a role model for my children or my grandchildren. Ain't happening. I think they're garbage. I think that they have major problems, and I damn sure don't want them advising policy to the rest of us that don't have their kind of problems. You want to know why this world's going crazy? Look at their idols. Might help. But you know what? Hollywood's struggling. Why is Hollywood struggling? Because people can't afford to go to the movies anymore. People can't afford to pay for cable anymore. They've cut them off. Hollywood is struggling. They're not producing the kind of movies they produce, and the shit that they are producing, nobody really wants to watch. Oppenheimer was an epic fail for me. It was the most boring thing, and I love history. It was horrible for me. I didn't like it. I will never go back. I wouldn't watch Barbie. You know, I get it's a younger kid thing. Not interested in it. Didn't hit my bells and whistles. Back in the day, I used to love going to the movies. They used to make good movies. Now it's junk. It's fantasy.
Oh, Daddy's baby girl.
I don't live in a fantasy world.
Welcome to Poolside. Woohoo! You are now a Poolside misfit. Hey, Melinda. Hey, if I missed anybody coming in.
Okay. I don't have superpowers.
She doesn't know what she's about, Cash. Why is Hollywood struggling? Because Betty says so. Yes, you're dreaming. This is Betty's distorted reality. This is her little bubble. And what she says goes. Movies are fantasies. Don't tell her that.
And neither does anybody else. And that's what the problem is. You guys are instilling in these people's heads that they got superpowers when they do not.
They don't? Okay.
I just don't like it.
Okay.
All right, guys, I've been your ear enough. I'm gonna let you guys go. I got
Yeah,
work
you
to do,
did.
and I gotta get to it. So we'll see you this afternoon. Again, just
No,
bear
you
with me for the
won't.
next couple days, and we'll get this stuff back on track. We're also gonna be pulling in some. I think there's some new cases going on out there that I wanted to touch base on, but I've got to do some. I got to sit down and go through all of the due diligence. And this little butterball here. Say bye, guys.
Must
I
grift with
love
the
my
dog
coffee
before I
beans.
leave.
You guys are amazing. We love you. We love you. Bye, guys. And Delilah, say bye. See you soon. Oh, let me just go through here one more time, make sure I didn't miss anybody.
You
We've got
didn't.
new members. Don't forget to welcome Nut Nut. You. Okay, guys. So I do appreciate contribute for bands,
Wow, you got
flyers,
some.
anything. Please, please, please.
Are you gonna donate that money? I mean, you're asking where everybody else's money that they made. Where's those donations? Where's your donations for all the money you've made off Sebastian, Betty? Where are they? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll be waiting until hell freezes over. But I'll wait. Where's yours, Betty? Because you've made money off this case. You certainly have, ma'am. Where's your donations? Receipts, please. Didn't think I'd see them. Okay.
I know one of my mods probably drops about Seth's Cash App. Please get that to him because he's the one ordering this
I'm
stuff.
calling. Hey,
He's the one
Terry.
supplying this
Hey,
stuff.
Lisa.
If we can, if he's running short, I don't mind doing a fundraiser over here to help him out. But I'd really like,
Hmm.
him being able to get the stuff he needs when he needs it. So
You would?
please consider donating to Seth directly. It'll just save the middleman. It'll save the middleman. So,
It
anyways, guys,
will?
I do appreciate all your help, all your love, all your support, and we
Oh,
will see you
jeez.
soon. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And until next time, please be safe. But more importantly, let's not be everybody else. Let's be better. Let's be kind to one another. God bless.
Mm-hmm. Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard
I'm
that?
obsessed with the perfume.
Too bad she don't take her own advice. But anyway, that took me a lot longer than it should have. I should have been in the pool with the kids an hour ago. But I'll let them stay up a little bit late, so we'll go swimming. But Seth don't get money. Yeah. Yeah. According to Betty. He gets lots of money, though. Okay, now I got my thumbnail to change it. All right. Oh, yeah. She's just such a gem, isn't she? Isn't she just such a gem? She's just thrills and chills. Let me ask my daughter to get me something. Man, the kids just don't want me to. I swear it's been a day. Oh, they've been swimming twice already today, mystery. Yeah, they are sometimes in the pool at 7:30 in the morning. She scares you, Cash. Yeah. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, Lisa. It doesn't tell anybody that. Let everybody think otherwise. Oh, Lord. Oh, well. She doesn't know facts. Betty wouldn't know facts if they smacked her in the face and knocked her out. I keep saying that. I'm hoping that one day she'll believe me, but evidently she's not listening. But she doesn't know facts. Sadly, she doesn't know facts. Is your rooms cleaned up? Or are they a mess? You put your dress up stuff away, your Spider-Man costumes and stuff? No. Oh, children. Gotta love them, right? Oh, that child. So she's in there with the lights on. Uh, anyway, listening would involve using those things called ears. Yes. See, she doesn't understand that she has eyes and ears that she's supposed to use proportionately, but she does not. Wonder what the cut is for Betty and Seth's side hustle. Huh. I don't know. All I know is how dare you get on here and cry that man don't have no money? What's he supposed to uh, do a reward fund or pay for supplies with all the money he has raised and continues raising? Oh, thank you, Patricia. Oh, guys, I've got to let you hear it sometime. My little one, I'm not bragging, but I am bragging. My 6 year old, he's got the freaking cute. I mean, that laugh, when he's in a serious laugh, it is so cute. I can't believe it. I got another birthday coming up in a couple of weeks. You are? You ready? Can you please shut the door, sir? You can come out, but I need the door shut because the air's on. Thank you, baby. Yes, sir, you may, but we're not going to scream right now because Mommy Kathy's almost done. I'm just saying bye, okay? So no screaming, okay? No, not right this minute. We'll leave the water shooters have a break. They need a nap. Yeah, they need a nap now. They had a nap last night, but you played with them again today, so now they're tired again. You decided not to jump. Is the water warm? Dumb question, huh? Okay. Yes, sir, you may. No. See, those water shooters were one of the. Today's your baby brother's birthday. Oh, happy birthday. You celebrate. You celebrate. Depends on your state. Usually it, it can be it can be 70%. Sometimes it depends on um the state you live in, the comp rules, the percentages. It can be as much as anywhere from 60 to 80%. It depends. What swimsuit did you get, honey? Oh, you got that one out? I got to get you new swimsuits. Those things are so wore out. I don't care. Am I not the mom? Am I not the mom? There you go. No, and y'all need, you're going to eat me out of house and home. I'm going to have to cook you up some squirrel or something here. Okay. They want to eat again. That's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. This crime shit messes with your mind. Yeah, it can. It can. My girl is going to be 9 years old. Can't believe she's going to be 9. And that mouth, ooh, it's going to be trying times. But I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Well, thank you for coming in, girl next door. But I am going to get off here and I am going to go swim with my kids, beat them up a little bit, do some roughhousing. I'll probably be the one limping away because, I'm old. Um, but these kids keep me young. I swear they do. But I want to go jump in the pool with them for a little bit. And then, of course, I got to make them a snack. God forbid they're starving. They only ate 3 meals and numerous snacks today. Wasn't enough, you know. And I've got to make a decision about her birthday party. Or not her birthday party, but where we're going to go because she don't want a party. She wants to do something else. They're annoying as hell. Well, Chico, if you would like some, my mom had a baker's dozen. There's 13 of us. Sadly, there's 5 of us gone. So, but if you would like to borrow some anytime, I can send you a couple brothers and sisters. Actually, there's 6 of us gone. I'm wrong. I forgot about the baby girl because that was before I was born and she was full term, but it was before I was born. But yeah, yeah. My mom says because they didn't have TV. And see, back in them days, your husband had to approve you to be on birth control. My dad would never approve it, and that's true. Your husband had to approve you to have birth control. Yeah, it does go by fast. It doesn't seem like it's been 5 years. No, sir, no, ma'am. We do not do that. There are pool rules. If we're not going to follow the rules, we're not going to be in the pool. You know that. You know how it goes. I don't play when it comes to the pool. You know that. I've never had an accident and never will. I know what you really want to do, but there's pool rules for a reason. Just wait a minute and I'll supervise you doing cannonballs. All right, I'm going to jump off here so I can jump in the pool with the kiddos. Thank you for hanging with me so long. Y'all, I appreciate you. Burnt Toast is getting ready to start at 8:30. And you know she's going to be good. She always is. I love her content on Betty. She does Betty like no one else. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't. Subbed up if you're not subbed up. And you can become a member and be a poolside misfit with the rest of us. We have fun though. We have a fully stocked bar, and I mean stocked with everything. And we have gummy bears, homemade, super strong. They are fabulous. Brownies. And then we have regular goodies too. We have something for everybody. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Nope, they know the pool rules. Have a good night, everybody. I'm sure I'll see you on the YouTube streets. You guys want to say bye? Say bye. Go ahead. You can say bye too, little dude. Oh no, don't be goofy. All right. All right, guys. See you later.